you're about to listen to is incredibly stupid. Listener discretion is advised.
In the wintertime, a bunch of white old men in top hats gather around a tree stump. People get up early to watch them as they pull a big giant rat out of one of the trees, which, by the way, is called Gobbler's Knob. All right?
I think Tyvis Powell has that on his unlocked Amazon Fire Stick.
Featuring Panama Ted.
I'm a dork and stupid.
Timmy Hall.
I love a good, thin meat.
And a crap ton of random sounds from the internet.
His lower body is ridiculously thick.
You're a little stupid.
Not on my watch.
My butt's sore.
Holler.
I like that laugh.
Welcome to Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday.
Uh-huh. You all right over there?
Yes, I'm more than all right. I'm sitting next to my buddy.
Yeah.
I got Ted over there. How you doing, Ted?
Doing great, Mike.
All right.
Wow.
See?
Look at that.
And you know what I got for you today?
What do you got for me today?
I got some chocolate-covered blueberries and chocolate-covered cherries. If you missed yesterday's show, I work with two anti-American communists that don't like cherries.
Don't like cherries.
You hate George Washington. You hate cherries. You hate poppin' cherries, all of it.
I hate
cherry poppin' daddies.
I hate them too. I hate cherry blossoms.
George Washington hated cherries because he
That's why
was
he chopped down that tree.
down that damn tree.
He's like, get rid of these things.
Warrant cherry pie, right, Teddy? Oh, Teddy was banging to that one.
I love that one,
We
yeah.
hate Don Cherry, hockey broadcaster.
He hates all immigrants, too, Don
everyone,
Cherry.
So,
Except for rims. He loves rims.
He loves rims. That's right.
So you can eat your blueberries?
I'm doing it now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
if
want
we
you
were
to eat
doing
your
it.
blueberry, and I want you to eat your cherry.
Well, I didn't know if we were doing that or Fat Boy Food Tip.
I want Teddy to eat that cherry.
Oh,
right
you really-
now?
Now, Teddy told me that he finds cherries
All right.
disgusting. Yesterday, he was not even willing to take a bite
This is
of the cherry.
I have the chocolate-covered cherry, just for comparative purposes. If you're watching on YouTube, you need to see the size difference. Like the chocolate-covered blueberry is fine, but that chocolate-covered cherry is...
Well, it's a big cherry's a bigger
like,
fruit.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 times the size.
You know what
of the
they call a
chocolate.
cherry?
What do they call it?
A stone fruit.
Does it have the pit
No,
in
the
it?
pit's
Okay.
not in it.
Thank God. It's
The
dry.
the Ron Pitts
All right.
is in it.
Ooh, I can smell it. I can smell it, Teddy. It's a very strong cherry.
You're eating a cherry. You're not eating a testicle. Come on.
Are you eating a bone?
I'm going to eat it. Yeah.
All right,
Hang on.
You just taking a bite of the cherry?
Yeah. Just put it all in there.
Teddy, if it's going to make you throw up, don't do it.
So what do you think, Bone? Cherrylicious?
It's fine. I mean,
It's not objectionable to you?
it's a lot of chocolate. It's less cherry. But, Teddy, are you going to throw up?
Don't
Teddy,
throw up, Teddy.
No. It's
Teddy is suffering.
it
I'm
wasn't
just,
so bad at the beginning, but then I was like, oh, this isn't too bad.
you
And
get a
then-
lot of cherry at
No,
the end.
I'm getting some cherry.
I get a lot of cherry. I'm with you, Teddy. It's
where's
not
some
my
cherry?
favorite flavor, but
It's not awful, but
I wish I could know what it tastes like
It's
to you
just-
guys.
it tastes like a cherry.
yeah,
Well, I know that, but obviously it
Go
hits
ahead.
your taste buds differently, and I'd like to experience it
no, you wouldn't.
through your tongue.
No, like, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
It's tart. It's sweet.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy the essence of it.
The
Like,
essence. Is it the tartness?
No, like, it's not like, oh, I can't handle it. It's too tart. It's that I don't like the flavor of a cherry. I like tart things. I enjoy tart things all the time. However, the flavor that a cherry is, that's like saying, well, you don't like apples? Why not? And it's like, because when I taste it, I don't like apple flavoring. There is a tartness to some apples.
I
There's
just want to get to the bottom of it. 'Cause there are some foods, Bone, that you don't like based purely on the texture. Am I wrong?
This is true, but like a pickle is all the above for me. I don't like the texture, but I can't stand even the flavor of the pickle most of the time. I'll take a little bit if it's there on a sandwich. I can kind of deal with it, but there's more flavors that overpower that.
Look,
I can't sit there with a.
I just like the
I
fact
just don't like it.
that we have started Wildcard Wednesday. No, it's not that.
Yeah, come on.
We started Wildcard Wednesday popping some cherries. That's all.
We did.
Hey, Teddy, I know you don't like cherries, but of the cherries you had, is that the best cherry you ever had in your life?
Yes.
I think when I tasted it, it reminds me of, it's like a medicine taste, because I think, when I was like a kid, I had some of the like cherry cough syrup.
Oh, like the Robitussin?
Yeah, and I think that's maybe that ruined it for me forever.
That's not
so whenever
bad.
I tasted like that medicine taste.
Well,
and I'm
remember,
like,
you also told me you were abducted from your family and lived in a shed, and your captor used to just shove Robitussin down your throat for 3 years. That may be it.
Yeah, to keep me there, yeah.
Ted was also, he worked on a cherry farm for many years, and that just kind of ruined it for him, too. In Panama, that's right.
Yeah.
A lot of cherries in Panama?
Yeah. We're getting that back, too.
That's all right. We'll own that pretty quick.
Now, let me ask you, Mike, because you are a fan of ginger. Or,
No,
I'm sorry,
I hate ginger.
He's Marianne. I think he likes Marianne.
Yeah, you're not a fan of ginger. But, like, if someone asks you, why don't you like ginger, what would you tell them? That, like, I'm not telling you with cherries. I just don't like the essence of that flavor. Is there something in ginger where you're like, it's too, I don't know. How would you describe why you don't like ginger?
It's gingery.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's a good call. It's
with
gingery.
cherry, I'm just like, the thing that makes it taste like a cherry versus a strawberry, a blueberry, any of the other berries that you can have that also have some tartness to them or whatever. It's not that. It's the actual taste of the fruit once you get past all that. It's not my favorite thing.
But of the cherries that you had.
That was great.
Okay.
That's the only one I would
What
ever
about
eat.
the blueberry? Did you like the blueberry?
Oh, yeah, the blueberry's awesome.
Okay.
I would eat those. I actually ate a couple to get the cherry taste out of my mouth.
yeah.
You know, the blueberry is a superfood now. I was reading something from a nutritionist. Nutritionist or nutritionalist?
Nutritionist.
Nutritionist.
Yes.
Who said that if they could tell Americans to eat one food and one food only, it would be blueberries.
You think they would do the candy-coated chocolate ones that you gave me?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But you know what? It's better than nothing.
You know what? My kids all love blueberries. They eat a blueberry all the time. That's the number one. That and strawberries we get all the time in our house, and they're gone instantly. So
Heart healthy.
yeah,
They are.
chocolate
They got
blueberries.
antioxidants in there.
Who's
and
she?
uncle oxidants.
I was going to say, who's antioxidant?
Uh-huh.
My gal.
Hey, Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator of the Buckeyes. Can we say that, or is Dom Tiberi going to come down here and yell at us?
Dom actually reported that today that was happening.
Oh, well, if Dom reported it, then he was in the room when they signed the contract.
Has Ohio State sent out a release about any of this?
They don't send out a release about anything.
Okay.
Nothing's official.
Well, this is the weirdest part, right? Because last week we were all talking about how Brian Hartline's the offensive coordinator. And then we had heard rumblings that it's like, hey, nothing's official from Ohio State. Nothing's actually been done. There's no signed, sealed, delivered on any of that. And then I'm looking at 11 Warriors, I think yesterday it was, where they're like, Brian Hartline spoke to us about how glad he is to be the offensive coordinator and how he's thrilled for this and thrilled for that. And it's like, I'm just surprised Ohio State hasn't put out a release saying, here's this guy. Maybe they're waiting until this Patricia stuff gets done
Can I tell you
so they
something?
can have all the coordinators announced at the same time. I don't know.
You know, this is what I said to the TV people when they're running around here saying, can we run with it? It's not confirmed. We don't want to piss off Ohio State. You know, and somebody said to me, aren't you worried about that? I said, I don't care about protocol. All right. Now, I don't want to go out and talk about stuff that's just blatantly wrong.
No.
Like, oh, Matt Patricia's the new defensive coordinator. And he had a sex change, and he's Patty Patricia. Right? I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to say something that's patently not true.
But if I got 5 people that I respect reporting this, just because I didn't get an official release from Ohio State, Jimmy crack corn. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going with it.
No, I'm with you on that. I just feel like it's weird that Ohio State, usually they like to put this stuff out there. I'm sure they will soon enough. But like with the Hartline thing, it feels like that was something that would have been, instantly put out there as soon as possible. And it's been close to a week now, and we haven't really seen a release on that. Unless I missed it, maybe it is. And maybe they'll put something out tonight or tomorrow saying, meet our new offensive and defensive coordinators. I don't know. But they're
too busy sending out official releases about the tours you can take of the shoe.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you can tour the locker room and see the trophy if you just pay this nominal fee.
What are we calling that? The spring jamboree? What are we calling it now? It's not the spring game.
Spring showcase.
Spring showcase. My bad.
The spring jamboree sounds like something at Disney World.
The spring smorgasbord. It's just a lot of football. Various types, all sizes, all kind of things.
Spring buffet.
Ooh, I like it. It's good.
All right, so we have, what do you want, Teddy?
Phoebe buffet.
That's what you want.
Sorry.
See, here's the thing. What you can't see is I see Teddy put on his headphones very quickly, which is the signal for, I got something to say, man.
Because
Just keep going. No,
you got to hop on the mic.
Just ignore me.
I thought what you were going to say is, actually, I got the release right now. Here
yeah,
it
I
is.
thought so too.
No, Phoebe Buffet. Ha ha. Yes, Phoebe Buffet. And Ursula Buffet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twin sister of
Phoebe.
And Buffet the Vampire Slayer.
She's coming back. Did you see that? She's coming back.
She is?
Who, Buffy?
When?
Yeah, they have like a remake or a redo of that, and she's going to have some kind of a part in it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yes.
All right, let her live.
Are they remaking this like to be like more, like a lot of these remakes, it's like, yeah, but now it's violent and with more guts and it's R-rated. Are they doing that or no?
I'm not sure.
I know they are doing that. I kind of hope they are.
We have a piece of audio to play for you about Matt Patricia. We'll do so coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. And we also have slower traffic on southbound 315 between 670 and Town Street. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit truegreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. That's trugreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus with a home equity line of credit from BMI FCU. Visit bmifcu.org/home-equity for more details.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 16 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
For 100 years, our passion at Atlas Butler has been helping people. From those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
If your garage door is so lopsided that it looks like it could open from the left to the right, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th, and we have great gift ideas like cards, flowers, desserts, and more. Keep Valentine's Day in full bloom with Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The Buckeyes Buckeye Show.
I heard Jake Diebler on Bruce Thornton. He's the best in the country, you know? There is no one I ever want to have running point.
The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light and sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed's Sponsored Jobs feature helps you stand out and hire fast. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Time now to check in on that weather report. Today, looking at showers rolling in by evening. Today's high will be 39. Tonight's low will be 31. We will be tracking showers overnight tonight. And then on Thursday, it'll be cloudy with a few snow flurries. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
The only thing harder than Common Man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
Name dropping with Jeff Remmer at 5:30 today. Crew have launched glow-in-the-dark Goosebumps-themed jerseys.
Well,
as a third kit.
These are, what's the term they're using? They're more than like, I don't know. They're calling them UV reactive jerseys. They're not just glow in the dark. There's some other thing, whatever.
They glow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're glowing jerseys.
I know, but they are going to be very specific in telling you they are the first UV reactive kits ever used in MLS, which, let me say this, as someone who has criticized a lot of the Crew stuff, the jersey selection, the logo changes.
You likey?
I do likey, but here's why I likey. One, it is not cookie cutter. To my knowledge, there is not a template out there that Adidas said, hey, let's make this, right? This is something that the Crew got specifically for them, which is something that should happen. You should get to do that. As one of the best teams at MLS, you should get to have a special jersey made. Two, it honors an author who is from Columbus in R.L. Stine, Goosebumps.
Bexley.
Now, I didn't know that until a few years ago. I read those books as a kid. I remember them being on the shelves and thought that was awesome. But I didn't know R.L. Stine was a Columbus guy.
He's also taking over for Cucho as their new striker. Right. He's 90 and spry.
So I'm going to say I like these jerseys. I think they look really cool. I will hopefully get one. Teddy brought up an excellent point, though. And I had thought the same thing as I'm watching this video, because they just put this promo video out today, and it's a great video. It's awesome. But I was wondering, Ted was too, how many shots of Cucho were in this that they had to take out, where they had Cucho Hernandez wearing the jersey, holding up the logo, like, yeah. And then they were like, we want to release this. We just got rid of him. Okay, we got to take him out now. Because they, no doubt, they shot this a while ago. They didn't just shoot this like yesterday.
Definitely was some cooch on the cutting room floor. I think.
Gotcha. They had to. I mean, but fine. I like the Goosebumps kit. I think it's cool. Some people don't like it. I think it looks nice.
I like it.
You want to get one?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go.
Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator for Ryan Day over at Ohio State. So Morning Juice had a Lions guy on this morning. He covers actually the Browns and the Lions. I don't know how that works. His name is Jeff Risdon.
He has definitely written articles. At one time, he wrote articles for MLive.com, like the Detroit Free Press, their website. He's written for them about the Lions. I'm not sure how he covers the Browns too, but whatever. He has plenty of experience covering the Lions.
All right. So the first voice you're going to hear is our fine host, Brandon Beam. You can hear him on Morning Juice 6 to 9 right here on the Fan. He's going to ask a question about Matt Patricia. This was not made official at the time of this question, but let's listen to the answer from Jeff Risdon.
We got some fascinating stuff happening here in Buckeye Land, and you would have a unique perspective on this. Matt Patricia interviewing for the defensive coordinator position here at Ohio State. Just your thoughts, because you would have a unique perspective on a Matt Patricia interview here as a potential defensive coordinator with the Buckeyes.
I will certainly try to be as objective and level-headed as I can, considering the guy completely ruined our franchise in so many ways. So many ways. I guess the best thing that I can say is he really was not equipped to handle the interpersonal communications with professionals. And maybe because, the college players, as amateur as they claim to be still, they still have to do some things to, appease him and listen to him if they want to get playing time or, move on, whatever. And I do think that having that sort of limited time frame with him probably will work a little bit better. And maybe he's learned from his disingenuous personality, which he projected. Because I'll tell you this, I knew Matt Patricia outside of the Detroit Lions building. He's a good dude. He's people will like him outside of the building, but man, inside he's just. He creates something that he's not, and the disingenuousness with which he operated as the head coach and public mouthpiece of the Detroit Lions was somewhere between embarrassing and disgusting.
All right, let's unpack that, and then I got more to play.
I find that all very interesting.
It is very interesting. And again, my Buckeye fanness is going to come out. It's just natural. It's going to happen. So I'm warning you.
Sure.
Coming out now. The fact that Lions fans, most of which are Michigan fans, hate this guy only makes me like him more.
Sure.
There's not a lot of common sense that goes behind that. I'm just saying from a fun standpoint, I hope this guy beats you with his creepy, grub-infested beard. I get off on that now. I like Matt Patricia because you hate him.
Sure, that's fair. I want to point out that the thing that I took away that was interesting from that part of the call you played is where Jeff Risdon, who has covered the Lions for years, said I'm going to try to be as objective as I can because this guy ruined our team for a number of years, right? He got fired, I think, in 2020. So it's been some time, and it wasn't like, oh, well, time heals all wounds. It seems like it's still pretty fresh for at least Jeff and maybe some other Lions fans, judging by the reaction on Twitter. But then he said he's a good dude outside of the building.
Sounds like they had some sort of falling out.
But he said outside of the building, I knew him and he's a good guy. So what he's talking about is in the building, because if you go read up on his time with the Lions, it is all like players. When he got canned, players were online very publicly yep, get what you deserve, a-hole. Everyone seemed to hate this guy who played for it, or a lot of people were very vocal about him after he was done. And Jeff Risdon is saying, I knew him outside the building. He was a nice enough dude. It's when he got in there and we was asked questions by the media and when he was the mouthpiece of the Lions where he just seemed completely out of depth and rude. And again, his players didn't seem to really respond to him. That's another problem. However, college football is a lot different than pro football, and being a head coach is a lot different than being the defensive coordinator.
Yes, he doesn't have to be the mouthpiece of the university. That's Ryan Day's job.
I'm just pointing out this guy said oh yeah, he was terrible for the team, but I liked him personally as a human. as a human, he's a good guy. He's just terrible at what he does. That's odd to me. That's a very weird perspective.
Well, and then what did Dan Campbell do when he came in? Because Dan Campbell was the guy who took over for Matt Patricia. Yeah. He came in. And a lot of those guys that celebrated Matt Patricia's exit, Dan Campbell came in and said, hey, you suck. Bye-bye now.
That's right.
If a bunch of losers didn't like Matt Patricia, it's not my problem, right, Bone?
That's right.
All right, here's some more.
So, yeah, it's not great. As somebody, my dad is a loyal Buckeye. In fact, he has a branded prosthetic Buckeye leg.
Let's unpack that for a second.
I love that, by
this
the way.
guy's dad is either an amputee or something.
He just collects prosthetic legs? Is that the other option?
I don't know what the term is. You know,
he needs,
maybe he was born without the leg, and
sure,
then he
okay.
wouldn't be an amputee.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
He's missing a digit.
Yeah.
He likes the Buckeyes so much. First of all, can you believe there's an officially licensed prosthetic limb for Ohio State?
The answer is I absolutely can believe that, and I'm not at all surprised.
All right, so this guy loves Ohio State. I just wanted to unpack that for a second.
Yeah.
Let's hear some more.
It's tough for him. He actually called me yesterday and was like, "Tell me this isn't true." I'm like, well, could be rough.
So you're saying it would be a home run hire? Is kind of what I'm catching from your drift.
I mean, he will. I'll say this: he will deflect a lot of negative attention away from Ryan Day, from within the program and also outside the program. And if that's something that Ryan Day is looking for, he's probably found the right guy, because Matt Patricia doesn't care. And there is something that's good and kind of refreshing about that. If you've ever dealt with Brett Bielema before, he's kind of the same way. Like, he just doesn't care, and I can see Patricia being that way, especially at the college level.
All right, it's interesting that he brought up Brett Bielema, because Brett Bielema now is having a little bit of success again with Illinois, right? And they were one stupid loss away from perhaps being a playoff team this past year. You and I both know that Brett Bielema likes to stir it up. And Brett Bielema likes to be, at times, he likes to play the role of ass nugget, proudly.
Yes.
Right? That's not necessarily bad for what he's trying to do.
No, I feel like if Matt Patricia goes in, comes out with a brilliant game plan, and then in the course of that, the players are like, man, this guy is really rude, but we're going to do what he says because we're college players, and Ryan Day is making us do that. I can see it almost being a thing where they go to Ryan Day and are like, hey, man, thank you for being someone who can listen to what I have to say, because, man, my defensive coach is not listening to me at all. Like, or go to their position coaches and talk a little bit more, because the defensive coordinator is kind of a rough guy to deal with. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad ultimately if you get players to then coalesce around other coaches. But still, this seems to, again, we're taking one man's opinion here. But if you go look online, doesn't seem like it's just one man's opinion. It seems like there's a lot of people who are like, right, good luck with all that.
You talked about one man's opinion. I want to talk more about that process and how we got here with Matt Patricia. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to find traffic is moving slow on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And there's a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. At Take 5 Oil Change, they get it. Time is precious. That's why they make getting your oil changed fast, friendly, and simple. You'll be back on the road in just 10 minutes. Book ahead or drive in. It's fast either way. Take 5 Oil Change. The stay in your car, 10-minute oil change. I'm Nicole. For 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey guys, Anthony Rothman here. Let's talk about getting you back to your best. If you lack energy, muscle mass, feel moody, or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. You need to know your T level, so get tested. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be your answer, and you'll find true experts at Low T Center. And for current patients, Low T Center offers a $150 credit when you refer a new patient. Go to lowtcenter.com to book the appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Maybe your furnace isn't running so well. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater, or maybe it's just a leaky sink. Let my team take care of you the same way they take care of all my championship buddies. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio. Age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on the Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
Even after eating the cherries?
Oh.
No.
It's still not one of them?
It's not one of them.
I sacrificed that.
Yeah, Ted.
My taste buds for that.
You did, but it didn't help. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
We'll try something else
I can't help you. I'm not talented enough. It is Wildcard Wednesday.
You want me to do a wild card before we jump back in all this stuff?
We have news today, so let's finish with the news, and then we'll get crazy.
Okay.
I think we should be doing the news now.
That's right. Thank you. I did some summer stock. Please do tweet the program at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator for Ryan Day. We were talking about the Lions reporter that was on Morning Juice that essentially said Matt Patricia is a lying ass clown. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And again, we were saying that's one man's opinion. It's also one man's opinion in Ryan Day that he thinks this guy would be the best guy for the job.
That's right.
At this point, coming off of a championship, I'm willing to believe whatever Ryan Day tells me. He can be a flat earther. And I may not agree completely, but I'll give him 5 minutes of my time to hear his speech.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm bringing up the information so everyone can make their own opinions on this. I feel like, yeah, again, if you have information about something going on, we're supposed to talk about that on the radio, right? And say, hey, this is what we think of this guy. This is what's out there.
That's right.
And then I'm going to say, Ryan Day, going into this offseason, right? He has to replace an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, a quarterback, and like 15 other starters from this team. He has a big task ahead of him. However, I am going to say that, yeah, he's going to have all the room he needs to try to make those moves and make it happen. And you know what? If this season doesn't go well, I'll be frustrated. But you won a national championship. You're going to have a few years before I think people are really going to get on your case to a point where they say, like, oh, man, I don't know if this is the right guy. Like, they've made a big commitment to Ryan Day. He is the head coach of this team that won a national championship. If I don't like his defensive coordinator hire, that's fine. I think we're allowed to do that without also saying, oh, and now I think they're going to suck. No, I don't think that. I'm not understanding this move a little bit from what I know of Matt Patricia.
Well, let's say that all that stuff's true, though. Let's say that Matt Patricia was a terrible head coach and everything the Lions reporter said about him and his dishonesty with people was true. That was also 5 years ago. You know,
Sure.
we're assuming that people learn from their experiences and grow. Who's to say Matt Patricia didn't look at that and say, man, I handled that completely wrong?
Yeah, maybe he changed the way he is around people. Maybe everything that he did previously he regrets. That could be the case.
I mean, Teddy used to just flash people all the time here at the radio station, all the time.
And we got him cured of that.
Well, like once a month, he still starts to unzip, and we're like, Teddy, remember your safety word.
Remember, Ted, we used to tell you, just flash the wall. The wall can't get offended. And he would say, that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember, too, I mean, beyond me, there was like Mike Babcock. A lot of people said horrible things about him. And he kind of, rehabbed his image.
Yeah.
And then he got back into the game.
And it worked out. And it well, you know what? Good thing is, though, Ted, he never coached in Detroit, so you don't have to worry about that.
So Mike Babcock's going to ruin it for everybody now.
Yeah, I think he is.
First of all, did Ryan Day hire Mike Babcock? No.
No, he didn't. You're right.
A bald Finnish idiot who was on the job for 11 years hired Mike Babcock. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Ryan Day just won you the national championship. Let's not compare Ryan Day's judgment with Yarmo's, please.
That's fair. That's fair. By the way, Kyle Rowland used to cover the Buckeyes down here. I know now he writes for the Toledo Blade. I think he covers Michigan and Ohio State, or maybe just Michigan. But either way, Kyle Rowland wrote this about Matt Patricia. He said the notion, this was from 2 hours ago, like this is in response to Ohio State hiring him. Said the notion that Matt Patricia is a great defensive coach is a media creation. This is, again, a guy who is in the media. He said his defenses in New England, Detroit, and Philly ranked as follows: 15th, 21st, 11th, 12th, 32nd, 28th, 24th, and 30th. He had a horrible culture in Detroit, and numerous negative stories came out in Philly. So, again, another guy who probably has experience covering Matt Patricia. The point I'm making is there are a lot of people who are not Detroit Lions fans.
The knives are out for this guy.
Who do not think this guy is a good hire.
First of all, Toledo is essentially Michigan.
I agree.
All right.
I understand.
Take that strip back. I don't want it.
That's also, though, someone who's covering all of this under the auspices of a lot of people who like the Lions, who live up there, who are rooting for them. And I'm saying again, I hope this is all incorrect. I hope he comes here and is the greatest defensive coordinator we've ever had. But to act like this is not a questionable hire, I think there are questions about it. Questions that Ryan Day has every right to say, well, you're going to have to trust me on it. And like you said, we will. You just won a national championship. You've got latitude. Make the moves you want to make.
All right, it's Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Bone?
Let's see. This one comes from Fat Ohio Man, which could be any of us, but it's him. He said, my fat boys, what is a food combo that should never happen? For example, I have a friend that told me he was eating leftover Chinese and Mexican combined for dinner. And then he puts like a surprised emoji. I actually think Chinese and Mexican food together could be quite delicious, depending on the combo.
Well, I mean, we've had our dream restaurant, which is the China Changa.
We have.
Which is taking a, chimichanga, but filling it with Chinese food.
And then deep frying it.
Yes.
And how could it be bad?
It can't.
I still want to make that happen.
It depends what the combination is.
Are we talking, because the way I read this, I don't know how you're hearing that. I read it as what cuisines, like if you took Italian food, let's say, and I don't know, like a Polynesian cuisine, right? Like that seems like those two wouldn't jive very well. Different kind of contrasting flavors, that kind of thing.
Probably.
Are we talking about that, or is it like pickles and ice cream? I don't know. Like those are two things that I also think would not go well together.
Sure. A lot of the creations that we think of is like, oh, that's traditional Italian food. Well, it's been morphed over the years as different people have moved into that land, like specifically Sicily, where my mother is from.
Sure.
That place is invaded so many times.
Okay.
You had Romans there, you had Turks there, you had Arabs there. They were all there.
Okay.
And so their cuisine sort of morphed into what they eat in Sicily. Long story long, you give me a General Tso's quesadilla, I'll give you a kiss on the mouth.
Right.
That sounds pretty damn good to me.
Yeah, I get that. I do feel like German food would struggle with, I feel like if he had said German and Chinese or Mexican food, I think both of those would be weird. German food's just kind of got its own vibe going. You know what I mean? They really embraced like the sauerkraut.
Well,
they seem to like
right.
that.
I'm not saying the sauerkraut, but
that's what I'm thinking.
Like schnitzel. How about this? Like they pound out the pork, right?
Sure.
And then they make it all flat.
Yeah.
Big hubcap fried pork tenderloin.
Like that. That's good.
Right? And then you take that, you put some refried beans on top of it.
Okay.
With maybe some smoky enchilada sauce.
You could,
and some cheddar cheese on top. You put that under the broiler. Your pants aren't going to explode off.
You know what? You've just made that a thing I would be willing to try.
Yes.
Now. I would be willing to do that. And a big dollop of sauerkraut right in the middle.
I don't know about the sauerkraut. We'll leave that off.
Yeah, maybe not that.
But you know what they use a lot of in German cooking? Sour cream.
They do.
And
that's
how
right.
would that be
Sour
bad?
cream.
Throw a little sour cream on
right.
there.
That's right. You got there's ways. Fusion restaurants are not all successful, but many of them are because of this very concept, right? Where it's like, hey, you didn't think this would be good, but you sit down, you try the meal, and you go all together. You found the right ingredients, you put them together. This is nice.
Now, I'm not a real big fan of combinations where you take like a well-known dessert and you pair it with something savory. I'm not a fan of that. Jenny's does that a lot with their ice cream flavors.
Okay.
And that's not for me.
Yeah, I will hear them out, you know? It's one of those things where you show me what you're doing.
Have you had her new one?
What? No, I haven't had a lot of Jenny's in a long time.
Liver and onions? Not good.
Right. All right. There's a limit. I agree.
No, she didn't have that.
No, I don't.
Not yet, at least.
I got to see what I don't know what like Jenny's current flavors are. Cause I mean, like I can get it if you're like, you never were aware that this sweet thing actually is really good. You haven't had this, like you told me about the honeycomb ice cream. I've had honey, never had Like this honeycomb thing you're talking
Well, it's
about.
not real honeycomb.
I know,
It's
but there's honey flavor to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's caramely.
Okay. Like I'm saying, I'm willing to give this type of stuff a try. Let me look at their...
What's their flavors? Anything wacky?
They've got Valentine's Day collection. I'm trying to see. Gooey butter cake.
They always have that.
Honey vanilla bean. Great. Darkest chocolate. I think they have that all the time.
Yeah.
Salted peanut butter and chocolate flex. Can't have just chocolate. Gotta have flex.
I don't like the term flex.
I'm not a fan either of that.
I think of flex, I think of poo flex.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like sometimes I get poo flex on my soap bar.
Yeah, I don't want that. Ugh.
That's a good flavor,
You
Jenny.
do-
Soap bar poo fleck.
Well, they also have wildberry lavender and brambleberry crisp. I don't know what a brambleberry is.
Brambleberry.
It sounds great.
I had a week with him one night.
Yeah. All right. So like these are. Oh, you know what? Here's one that's more like what we're talking about. A green smoothie ice cream. That's one of the things they have at Jenny's right now. You know the green smoothie that has like.
Yeah, well, they probably put fruit in it so you can't taste the kale.
It
or anything
says
like
a
that.
sunny blend of tropical fruits with a splash of spinach and a twist of coconut cream.
I love me some spirulina.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, more Wildcard Wednesday stupidity. That is coming up. Plus, one respected announcer had some diarrhea of the mouth last night. We'll talk about it. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slow traffic on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33. We also have a slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. At Take 5 Oil Change, they get it. Time is precious. That's why they make getting your oil changed fast, friendly, and simple. You'll be back on the road in just 10 minutes. Book ahead or drive in. It's fast either way. Take 5 Oil Change. The stay in your car, 10-minute oil change. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
Next on Metro's Nada Yada Island podcast.
I almost fainted when the 4 new bombshells arrived. 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G phones at Metro.
No way.
And finding out the 4th line is free. Oh, things got heated.
That's wild. Join Metro and get 4 free Samsung 5G phones. Only at Metro.
Plus tax. Bring 4 numbers and an ID and sign up for any Metro Flex plan. Not available currently at T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace for Worthington Jewelers. Valentine's Day is upon us. Don't be a loser and forget again this year. Here at Worthington Jewelers, my store, I'm Bob Capace. We're giving you 35% off 14-karat gold and diamond jewelry. And how about 20% off sterling silver jewelry? We have something for every budget. Shop local and ask for me. Bob Capace. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
Get ready to make the big game even bigger at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. With 2 massive jumbotrons, over 50 feet of screen, and more than 30 TVs, you won't miss a single play, touchdown, or highlight. Fuel your game with mouthwatering food and bucket specials. Plus, warm up with our pregame cornhole toss for your chance to win big before kickoff. Reserve your table now for the best seat in the house. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You'll find low prices on thousands of items. The yellow and red tags mean you'll save big on sparkling ice water, Kroger brand chips, and so much more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 16 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
Buckeye fans, it's time for date night with Ohio State women's basketball. This Thursday, February 13th, join us at the Shot to watch the Buckeyes take on Minnesota. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Bring the thrill of the stadium to your wallet with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the only checking account that rewards you for being a Crew fan. Pathways Financial Credit Union, your true financial partner. Federally insured by NCUA.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more Pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
It's a different world today than it was 30 years ago when I started Care Heating and Cooling. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, 30 years ago, you were the first to warn of companies using service technicians as salespeople, of abusing the trust that a service technician has. With the big conglomerates now buying companies all over Central Ohio, this has become the normal business model.
It's all about greed. The conglomerates know they can make a lot more money by incentivizing their technicians to sell furnaces instead of fixing them. They train their techs to take advantage of a customer when they are the most vulnerable.
Dad, that is not how we were taught. In 2024, Care Heating and Cooling was awarded a BBB Torch Award for ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
All right, listen. My sack does droop. My wiener does not. And it's because I see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. All right, if you have ED, if you're dealing with a not-so-firm salute, don't deal with it. Don't suffer with it and think that, hey, I'll slap it around a few times. It'll get into tip-top shape. No, it's a medical problem. And you need the people who handle this for a living all day, every day to help you. And that's Tri-State Men's Health. They have 2 locations in Columbus. One is a quick exit off 270 in Hilliard, right next to Fish's house. Like, Fish can see you through the window. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a selling point. I don't know why I said it, but he's there. And near the Medical Mile in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit, just $99, includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, if you're not playing ring toss in the office, your visit is free. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Promo code DONG. No dong.
No dong?
No dong.
Dong or no dong?
It's Wildcard Wednesday. You can tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. What do you got, Bone?
Bacon House says, my guys, you are made CEO of your favorite fast food chain.
Nice.
What is the first change you are making?
Ooh.
So I'm
just making one change.
You slide into McDonald's. You have an option to make one change. I presume you're picking McDonald's.
I am.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to make many changes.
No, but you have the first change is the one that people are going to know.
Is going to be a very simple one. I'm going to make sure every size fry comes in a bag.
Really?
Like the small, I'm going to get bigger bags.
Why do you like bags?
I love the bagged fries. Love it.
They fall out so easily.
No.
They're horrible.
They're not horrible. They're wonderful.
Terrible. I hate them.
Teddy.
I wish they were all in cardboard.
You want a box or a bag?
I go to Culver's. Culver's has a bag, and every time I get them, it's like, oh, good. Half my fries have ended up in the big bag, and then I have to fish them out.
Probably in bag.
Yeah. I know Timmy's a big bag guy.
Well, that makes no sense.
Box is okay, but yeah, I'm good with
You don't get the same special feeling. To me, the fries taste better when they're in a bag.
Well, they don't. They're the same.
You asked me what I would do.
That's a lame change.
All right, what are you going to do?
All the menu, all day. You want to, I don't know, what do you want? Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel at 6 p.m.?
I support
Done.
you. That's nice. Support my bag.
No, one first change, you go to the bag.
I'm going to do many more. You know what? I'm going to do yours too, but I'm first change bag.
First change, all the food available all the time. You will have a line out the door at every McDonald's for a year. They will not be able to keep it in stock. That's what I would do. Now, if it was Taco Bell, let's say, I come in and I go, you know the nacho fries that are sometimes here, they're sometimes permanent fixture on the menu. Also, cheesy crunch gordita, $1.99. Deal with that.
All right, if I'm Arby's, I'm bringing potato cakes back.
Oh, yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, that's
Number
good call.
two, all roast beef.
Oh, really?
That's all it is. No chicken, no pastrami, no corned beef, no gyros. It's all roast beef. Everything else is curtains. If it's not roast beef, it's curtains.
You know what? I do like their chicken bacon Swiss sandwich, but I will go with you on that.
Get it, Teddy, beef curtains?
I get there. I didn't even know what you were talking about.
I got it.
All right.
The roast beef to me is the thing I get 90% of the time. And I think that's the reason you should go to Arby's is to get the roast beef. Why do people hate on the roast beef?
No, I'm just saying, like, you look at the most successful places. They're not fooling around.
Yeah.
Like Popeyes has chicken.
Yeah.
What else do they have? They got the chicken. Some of them have shrimp, whatever. Okay? Chick-fil-A, what do they got?
Chicken.
Yeah. There's a line out the door.
You ever go to Chick-fil-A and get a burger? No. Why would you?
Right.
It's stupid.
So you go to Arby's is the anti-Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It's all beef all the time.
Now, don't lose the mozzarella sticks on me because those are great mozzarella sticks.
Doing that
okay,
now.
all right. Apple turnover's still going to be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
They have a cherry turnover too, but I never get it. Because Teddy, you know, who likes a cherry? It's disgusting.
What's the matter with you guys? You un-American bastards. All right, Carl Ravitch.
Oh, your guy.
Carl Ravitch is a longtime ESPN guy. He does Sunday Night Baseball for ESPN. He has just a god-awful toupee. Just
one of the worst.
Offensive to all people that have toupees.
That's
Him
right.
and Mike Lombardi should start a club.
Yeah.
I don't know what the club is called. It's called We Have Bad Toupees. It's a bad name for a club. Workshop that. He was on a basketball call last night. Why? I have no idea. What game was this?
It was Bama and Texas.
All right, Bama in Texas. Here's Carl Ravitch.
So think about it. We know how dominant they were in the non-conference season, the SEC. They were 185-23. Since January 4 into Tuesday, the SEC teams are 82-82. It's not as if one team or two teams or three. They're 82-82. Like, there's been no ability to pull away. There's no dominant group of teams.
All right, listen to me. Looky here. I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
All right, I mean, you and I together, Bone, we have 0 college degrees.
Very stupid.
Between you and me.
Very stupid.
But I'm quite sure that if you look at the Big Ten schools and you tally everything up, you know what their record's going to be?
It's going to be 500.
It's going to be 500. If you look at the Big 12 schools and tally all that up, you know what their record's going to be?
500.
500. Because that's what happens when all the teams play all the teams in conference play. What are we talking about?
He said since January 3rd, which is all conference games. That's how, if you have a conference with 2 teams in it and one plays the other, one's going to win, one's going to lose. That conference record, 1-1. for the conference. If they play another game, they're going to be 2-2. Doesn't matter if the one team wins all of them, the other team loses all of them. The conference record will be equal. That's how conferences work. When you play each other, that's what the goal is. There's no other way to do it.
I think he's got the toupee where he's got the bolts drilled into his skull.
No.
And then the hair clips on the bolts.
You know what? I think a guy who he saw this stat, or I don't know if he found it himself or if someone gave it to him or he came up with it, and he's tallying it up and he's like, I don't see anybody mentioning this. I don't see anybody talking about this. I'm going to bring this up. And then, Ted, you pointed out to me that he's not the first person in college basketball to bring this up in the last few weeks because...
who brought it up?
Archie Miller, who is now coaching where?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Jesus.
Right. Archie Miller, I guess.
He said the same thing?
Well, what was the context, Ted? Someone was giving him crap about their performance or something, and he said it's tough to win everywhere. Was that right?
Yeah, he was kind of talking just about how, everybody's saying the SEC's just this dominant conference.
I actually have the audio. You want me to play it?
Yeah.
Here's the audio.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the 3-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows He can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance, minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
All right, that's Archie Miller, who is the head coach over at Rhode Island now. Now, if that math doesn't make sense to you, ladies and gentlemen, national championship winning quarterback Craig Krenzel.
The team that is better on paper will win at least 50% of the time.
Good job.
Those are some of my favorite quotes, buddy. Those are great. But yeah, it's whatever. You know, you're in a live broadcast. Sometimes things happen. Carl Ravitch, he thought, yeah, I got a stat for you.
I'm going to blow your mind with
they're
this.
82 and 82.
Yeah.
How about that?
People talking about how great this conference is. Let me tell you.
I was going to say Archie Manning.
Archie Manning, him too.
Archie Miller was using it as like the SEC ain't nothing. And then Carl Ravitch is using it as a look how tough the SEC is. They're using the same stat for two different points, which is dumb.
Fat Boy Food Tip. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some residual traffic from an earlier accident if you need to travel on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. Still a little stop and go from 71. And there's a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Eat Lux your way with the new $5 Classic, $7 Supreme, and $9 Discovery Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks exclude freezes, tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Bone, did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus has over 30 TVs, 2 massive video walls? They even have recliners, a full-service bar and restaurant, a betting counter, and over 30 kiosks?
I did know that, but I also know that you can reserve a table right now at Hollywood Casino Columbus at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook and guarantee your spot and get some game day swag while you do it. Just visit hollywoodcolumbus.com/casino/sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
2025 Hondas in stock, fresh off the truck.
Come test drive one during Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. Just bring your clunker to Lindsay. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for details.
Hey friends, Beamer here. I got an update for you. Last week, 42 pounds in 8 weeks. If you're waiting on this week's results, it has been 9 weeks and I'm down 46 pounds, all thanks to my friends over at Awaken 180. To be honest with you, everything just kind of has changed. I feel better. I'm less lethargic. I look forward to getting up in the morning. I even look forward to running around with Willie at home, outside, all kinds of good stuff. It's been tremendous. And the secret to my success, it hasn't been a breakthrough, but my coach, Natalie, she has been awesome. She tells me what to eat. She tells me when to eat it, which has really been nice for me. Big games, we know this last month has been crazy. She has been the health guru that I need. And also I'm not snoring, so I'm sleeping better, which makes sense for all the energy that I have now. If you've ever thought that weight could be a problem for you, or if you're thinking about addressing it, let my friends at Awaken 180 tell you and show you how to do it. Let them show you how easy it is and give them a call. That's Awaken 180 at 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Back in the studio with a return visit from
Todd Schmelt.
Todd, the last time you were with us, you claimed to be
the dumbest person in Columbus.
You're being really hard on yourself.
Not in the least. You know what I got?
I hate to ask.
One of them thermostats with the dial and the needle. Woo, woo, woo.
Maybe that's not modern, but not...
What am I? Eli Whitney, Elias Howe, Johann Gertis?
I don't know who those people are.
Those are old-timey people from the 19th century, and that's me. Outdated, like my silly old thermostat.
Okay, look, you're not the dumbest guy in Columbus. You just haven't called Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Those Pros guys. Whether it's the latest technology, fixing your furnace, or a brand new system, they know all the stuff so you don't have to.
I don't have to know it all.
Nah, you just have to know the pros who knows.
Apex Pros. I'm not the dumbest guy in Columbus.
I didn't even know who Johann Gertis was.
Inventor of the gas-powered unicycle. Look it up, doy.
Okay, you don't have to be me.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Come in. Joe, I wasn't expecting to see you. Why does everybody say that? I came to congratulate you. No joke. Well, it was a hard-fought campaign. Campaign? I'm talking about $5 at Great Lakes Kia. Great Lakes Kia, where new Kias are less than lunch. Brand new Kias, $5 a day. I'm being serious right now. Only at Great Lakes Kia. Guess what? And by the way, get 0% financing for 72 months. Lease new 25 Kia Sorrentos LX, just $5 a day. And we love that third row seating, don't we? And new K4s, LXS, just $5 a day. No joke. Even new K5s, LXS, just $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia. But what about credit? Come on, man. If you've got a job, you ride $5 a day. Here's the deal. Go to Great Lakes Kia. Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. My first home was $5. Not kidding around.
Plus tax and tag to qualified buyers. Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Plus, check out their barrel selects that are handpicked by their team and bottled just for you. Supply is limited. Check with your favorite location to see what they're pouring. Cheers.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Cole Bartemus. Ohio State has found a way to fill the void left by Jim Knowles' departure, and they're dipping into the NFL pool to do so. Matt Patricia is going to be the next defensive coordinator for the Buckeyes. Patricia hasn't coached at the college level since being a graduate assistant for Syracuse back in 2003. Since then, it's been all NFL for Patricia, most notably working as the Patriots defensive coordinator under Bill Belichick, which led into an unsuccessful stint as Detroit Lions head coach. Buckeye men's basketball will be going tonight. They will welcome the Washington Huskies to the Schottenstein Center. The Huskies are one game over 500, but they have a quite poor in-conference record, so you'd like to see the Buckeyes come out of this one victorious. And just because we have a little bit extra time and it's almost baseball season, Anthony Rendon will be stealing money from the Angels yet again this year. He's getting hip surgery and will miss significant time. He has yet to play 60 games in a season for the Halos and has 22 home runs in 5 seasons with them. And don't you forget, he's on a 7-year, $245 million contract.
If Biggie Size was a radio show, this would be it. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday.
Oh, did you want me to do a wild card?
I was going to say something. My brain farted. I'm sorry.
I got a wild card from Meat Sweats. Meat Sweats, I can't read this the way you want me to read it.
Why?
Well, he put the word ship in here, like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
You know, like we're on a boat. And he tried to capitalize it so it would say, ship, right? That's how we say it.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to read this, but I'm going to leave out the word ship because of the way he wrote this sentence. It'd be very unfortunate if I read it. He said, my occasional skid markers. What's the biggest that you've ever taken?
Well, I've never really, weighed it on a scale. But there have been a few situations where it required a flush before even a wipe occurred.
Oh,
because I was afraid that the toilet would clog just from the mass that exited my bowels.
I have a question about flushing. By the way, Meat Sweats, he said with the no delay thing yesterday, just wanted to see if I could make man panic there for a hot second.
The delay's fixed now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we can F it up.
So I can read it. Awesome. I am wondering how many people are flushing more than once? Like when you...
or wiping?
No. Like you're done. It is now you may flush like a preemptive, like you said, just to get everything out of there, and then you're just flushing TP after that. But like for me, I don't think I've in my adult life ever just out of an abundance of caution, because I hate getting the plunger and doing all that.
Yeah.
I will always flush like a first flush and then a second flush.
I'm sometimes a 3 flush.
Yeah, I'm saying I have had it go more than that.
It's never been one flush.
No,
one flush is for animals.
Well, that's what I mean. Or remember when Shania Twain, was it Shania Twain? Or was it Sheryl Crow? It was Sheryl Crow, I think, who had made the big deal about use one square when you go. And it's like...
It's environmentally friendly.
Right. And it's like, I'm sure it is, but it's not crack friendly. It's not friendly to everyone else you're going to interact with for the rest of the day.
That made me think about?
What's that?
I'm glad that, Lance Armstrong left her. Because I blamed him. I'm not a big Lance Armstrong fan, right? She was his girlfriend when he had cancer, and then she gets cancer, and he leaves.
Oh, I forgot all
because
about
she
that.
got cancer. But you know what? If she's using only one square to wipe herself after a squirt, I can see why you'd be hitting the door.
She deserved it?
I'd be like the Kool-Aid man busting out of that door.
I don't agree with that. I don't think you deserve it just because you didn't wipe properly.
Look, I love the polar bears too, honey, but do me a favor. Wipe your crack.
Right. Everyone should. Well, that's like.
We'll do other things to save the polar bears.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, right? Where it's like we're barely taking showers. And it's like, well, why?
Yes, they don't wash their kids unless they see visible dirt on their kids.
I mean, I can acknowledge that, like, there's been days where my kids, it's been like a busy day and we get home and it's like, you know what? No time for bath time.
No, I understand.
That's
I
fine.
get that. That's
a one-time thing, but like you're going days or weeks without bathing, and their answer is because too much soap will cause you're taking away essential oils from your skin or whatever.
That's why they make moisturizer.
Well, there's that.
I'm just saying. Then you get moisturizer, you put it on, you're silky smooth. You slide all over the sheets.
You know what though? Can I just say, like, all right, let's say you believe soap is bad. How awful would it be to just stand in the hot water for 30 seconds or a minute?
No, water's bad
off?
too. Water's bad. Leaves your skin scaly.
What's wrong with water? Why would that be bad? Water's bad.
First of all, you're wasting water, right?
No.
Showers waste water.
No, you're not. That's the other thing that annoys the crap out of me. This is just me being a jerk. But like, you can't waste water. Water is water. If it goes in the sink and it goes down the drain, goes out into the river or the reservoir, wherever it goes after it's purified, guess where it ends up? Grows the economy. It goes back up into the sky, and then it comes out as rain, and then it ends up back in a reservoir, and then you get it in a... It's all the same. Water's not getting destroyed when you take a shower. It's just getting dirty, getting cleaned, evaporating, coming back. Water is water. What's getting wasted is the energy to heat your water.
That's right.
That is wasteful. I can understand that. Fine.
You know what? Get
but
a tankless.
The water's there.
Get a tankless.
I'm about to at our house, by the way.
Well, you got 4 girls in the house.
4 other people than me, let alone...
Yeah, you need a tankless.
I got 2 teenagers, essentially, now. And then 2 grown-ups, and then a 5-year-old. So it's like, we go to take showers, and it's like, well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm wasting a bunch of crap. I should have gotten the tankless when I built the house. Instead, I have 2 water heaters. I have one for the upstairs, one for the downstairs.
Yeah, see, I'm saying, like, at this point, the tankless is the way to go, right?
I got one for servants' quarters. I mean, it's really a pain in my ass.
Wow, must be nice.
At this point. Fat Boy Food, yeah!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Jesus!
My God!
Yesterday, I wish people could have seen. If you were watching on YouTube, you saw this. because when he didn't talk over the intro,
I was so proud of myself.
It was hands up in the air. It was patting himself on the back. Threw his shoulder out, patting himself on the back. And today it's like, bop, 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 here we go. Right over the metal supermarkets, people.
I'm sorry, metal supermarkets.
I'm going to go to metal supermarkets and get a lead pipe and beat you with it until you remember.
I hope you do.
I'm going to get them to get a real nice piece of metal for me to just hit you with until you get the idea.
Bring me to your rebar beating section.
Yeah, we'll just duct tape a few of those together or something.
All right, look, we got to talk. We don't have time for this.
What do you mean we don't have time?
Music goes away.
No, okay. I got one.
We're going to do it next segment.
I got one fat boy tip.
I got stuff. I don't want to rush it.
You know
I have a list here, 15 reasons why Wendy's is the best fast food restaurant in the country.
Okay.
All right, and some of these make sense, some of them don't.
I have a new flavor from A&W root beer, like in a can, that's supposedly coming. I have some Valentine's Day food options that are out there.
Right, and I have an update on the snack wrap.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I got a lot of stuff. I can't cram it into 90 seconds.
Let's play the intro again next time.
No, I'm not going to play it again.
What do you mean? You just stepped all over it. Let's get it right. Why'd you even play it? We're like a minute in. We could have.
I don't know. I didn't look at the time. I'm sorry. Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
No,
never.
Like, I'm trying my best. I just happen to suck at radio. I'm very sorry. You'd think over 21 years this radio station I'd get better. I'm not.
If it didn't bother you so much, I wouldn't even laugh. It's the fact that I know how tonight you'll wake up at 3:00 in the morning and go,
you know it.
I know you. It bugs you so much that you messed that up.
Fat boy food tip for real. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. And things are moving a little bit slow on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole on 97.1. The Fan Traffic.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $90 on select sets of Ford Continental tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends February 15th. See store for details.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, I've been thinking.
About what?
About how you invented a way to fix ACs for free.
Get Eco.
ECO. When customers buy a new HVAC system, we give back all the money they paid us to repair their old system.
Yeah, I know. Up to $1,500.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We're basically extending the life of their old system for free.
That's right. Those extra years are free. On me.
Don't you think it would be better if we said those extra years are a plus on us?
Sure. We can say that if you want.
I think it would be better.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We don't want people to forget that you have a silent partner.
Remind me, how did we become partners?
Aaron, we became partners when you let me move into your spare office, and I began giving you free advice instead of paying rent.
Get Eco.
ECO. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Best deal I ever made.
I feel that way, too.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for Affinity Whole Health. I've trusted Affinity for 7 years for their testosterone replacement therapy. Why? because it's natural for our bodies to gradually lose testosterone over time. This leads to brain fog, fatigue, muscle loss, low sex drive, none of the things you want. If you want to feel like you did in your prime and get your energy back, better mood, higher sex drive, increase muscle mass, then get started for free at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Affinity is local. They're accessible. They ship the treatments right to your door. feelgreatcolumbus.com.
At NJM Insurance, we're like a symphony. It all starts by doing the right thing. Add in dedicated reps and put policyholders first. But no jingles or mascots because it's just not us. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Rothman and Ice.
If your ego gets bruised that much to where you feel like you need to leave, that's not on Coach Depp. They came out of that Oregon game and didn't sack Dylan Gabriel one time.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Have you ever told a friend
Oh, I'm fine.
when you really felt
Just so overwhelmed.
or sent a text
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
when you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Time now to check in on that weather report. Today, looking at showers rolling in by evening. Today's high will be 39. Tonight's low will be 31. We will be tracking showers overnight tonight. And then on Thursday, it'll be cloudy with a few snow flurries. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
The only thing scarier than Bones analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
All right, please do subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. I was told by Max today that our podcast for 2024 had 10 million impressions.
That's right.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but it sounds good, so I'm going to go with it.
It's more than we've ever had. So Thank you to everyone who has made that happen. We really appreciate that. That's a big deal for us. You know, I don't know what that means as far as do they deliver a pile of money to us now? I don't know. I
think Care Heating and Cooling should. I mean, they're the sponsors of the podcast.
There you go. That's right. But, yeah, we appreciate them for making that happen. We also appreciate you for listening to it and downloading it and enjoying it. So thank you all for that.
It is Wildcard Wednesday, and we were going to do more Fat Boy or an actual Fat Boy food tips. Should I play the opening?
I think you should play it and not step on it this time. Try to be a professional.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Sorry, I stepped on it that time. That's my bad. All right. I stepped on it. That's my fault.
This is from newsbreak.com. 15 reasons why Wendy's is the best fast food establishment in America.
Okay.
Some of these make sense, some of them don't. Number one, fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have fresh, never frozen beef.
Of course.
They're bringing top quality, and that's a good reason why.
You know what? I definitely notice it when I get a burger there. It tastes better than from the other burger chains.
There you go.
You know, the non, Five Guys, those places. I know they're using fresh ground beef at those places, but for the McDonald's, Burger King, I understand. Wendy's is doing fresh, and I like it.
Here's another one. Breakfast menu items. It says, sure, Wendy's is known for their fresh beef and Frosties, but you can't discount the breakfast. Their motto is breakfast worth waking up for. These menu items include the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, the breakfast baconator, breakfast burritos, biscuits, croissant, and so much more. So this person says they like the breakfast.
Okay, great.
Next one, social media presence. I don't care.
Okay. I normally wouldn't care. However, I don't care what the company is. Wendy's, the way they are doing social media is hilarious. They are vicious on social media. So that doesn't have anything to do with how good their food is.
Right, that's why I say
it's
I don't
just an
care.
enjoyable aspect to their brand.
Next one, menu variety. They offer delicious salads, chicken sandwiches, even cookies and oatmeal bars. Well, not to mention the Frosty.
Yeah, that's the one that
and the
I
fact that you
really
can get
like.
a baked potato.
Are they still doing what did they say? The bars? Are they still doing that stuff?
I don't know. This list says.
Okay.
All right, next one, the Frosty. Yes.
Frosty
That's a good
good.
thing to highlight.
Frosty good.
Next one, customizable toppings.
I mean, okay,
you can do
but
that at any place,
most
can't you?
places now, especially ever since the app game has happened, I've been fully customizing everything. Right? Where you can sit there and just on the app be like, yeah, I want this on it. I want that off of it. I'm adding this. I'm like a chef on these apps now. I'm just going to town, putting whatever I want on there.
Next one, customer loyalty. Every time you spend $1, you earn 10 points in the Wendy's app. Accumulate enough points, you can earn a free menu item. If you happen to eat a lot of Wendy's, this loyalty program is worth looking into. Now, every single place has loyalty programs, but this is saying that they like theirs better than other places.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, their loyalty, they have some good rewards there. I wouldn't say they're the best I've ever had, but they're in the top half of the awards or the rewards that you get in the fast food game from what I've seen.
I wouldn't say they're up to McDonald's status for the number of app deals, but
yeah,
I've pulled it up here. I've gone to Wendy's plenty of times. I go a couple times a month at least, and yeah, they're solid.
Let me tell you something.
You're always
though,
getting
Timmy.
something cheaper.
McDonald's is sleeping on the app deals now.
I know you always say that,
They're
but I still find that compared to others,
that's fine. But I'm
which
just
is
saying,
what we're doing here.
They used to toss way more fun, extra stuff in there, and now they're so concerned with the McValue thing that they rarely give you any sort of good stuff in the app.
Although here's the best thing you can do on the McDonald's app is you get the free fast where they do free fry with any purchase, that thing. You put that, then you get your sandwiches or whatever on the McValue deal. You get your drink, and you can get out of there for around $6 or $7 with a decent amount of food.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty good. But your point about, hey, today, free quarter pounder. They're not doing that as much.
They used to do that.
They used to
buy
just
one,
drop
get
that
one.
in.
They used to do that all the time.
There was
or
a lot more of
just
that.
the free 10-piece nugget or whatever.
Yeah.
Just that. Before you go on with the list, I got to tell you, because I've bitched and moaned about Chick-fil-A not doing more, like we're discussing in the app, giving free stuff.
They used to.
I know, Dave Holmes can just walk in there and get free food all the live long day, but not me, apparently. Well, I noticed this thing that they are doing here lately. So I've gone 3 times in the last month. I'd open up the app and it'd say, hey, you have a free reward. I'd be like, ooh, that's nice, hoping it's a sandwich or something. And what they would do, it's for the specific restaurant that I usually go to. It says, enjoy this free chicken biscuit. And it expires tomorrow, which is I'm not going to be back here at work for breakfast tomorrow. So it's basically you get this free thing that will expire.
And it's only good at that one location?
Yeah. So it's not like I could go and use that by my place.
I don't like
Thanks
that.
a lot for nothing.
I don't like that at all.
All right, also on the list, the chili. Yes, the chili.
Chili's
It's very
great.
unique.
It's great that they have
I
it.
like the chili. People, they use leftover hamburger for that. I don't care.
And by the way, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That's delicious.
Right. They have waste. Right. They're finding a way to use waste.
Do you like their hamburgers? They put it in the chili. It tastes like the hamburger.
Hot
What's wrong with
sauce
that?
packet in that chili, it's a win.
Yeah, it's very good.
Next one, their Biggie Bag This deal comes with two options. You can grab the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Biggie deal for only $3.99. The deal includes a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, fries, and a drink. Are you still feeling hungry? Then upgrade to the Biggie deal. For $7.99, you can get a sandwich of your choice, drink, fries, and chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I do like their Biggie deals. That's about that and that McDonald's little hack I was talking about with the free fries and the McValue. Those are probably the two best.
Yep.
To spend $6 or $7 and get a decent amount of food at a burger place. About the best you're going to find.
Next one, inviting atmosphere. I get a kick out of this. One of the top priorities of this restaurant is to provide an inviting atmosphere to their customers. Their interior is decorated with natural lighting and a relaxing color scheme. They aim to be family friendly.
Okay.
As opposed to just all the penises hanging from the ceiling in McDonald's.
You know when you go to Burger King and they got the stripper pole and they're like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. And then like a lady comes out and you put dollar bills in her underwear.
Ooh,
like
a lady.
Yeah, that's a little much, I think. They probably shouldn't do that.
Next one, better taste and texture. There's really just something about Wendy's taste and texture of their food that sets it apart. The chicken and burgers are savory and juicy, while the Frosties are rich. I think AI wrote this list. I really
does
do.
Feel like, aren't all these places doing savory versus sweet? Like,
not to mention their fries simply taste more distinct than typical fast food restaurants.
Oh, okay.
They do because they leave a little skin on.
They're good.
Can I give you an unpopular take?
What's that?
I liked the old Wendy's fries better than the new Wendy's fries. And by new, I mean they've been around for 10 years now.
Right. The ones with the
little
the
skin
whole
on
potato.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Help me remember the difference. Were they just more regular fast food style?
They were just thicker versions of like
thicker?
a McDonald's fry.
Yeah.
They were golden and they were no skin on them.
Yeah, just not with the skins on some of the edges like they have now.
But they were I think they were a little thicker, don't you? Back in the day, Mike?
Yeah, probably.
They were a little
bit
thicker as a
All right,
french fry.
they have more on here. Wendy's salads, in innovative promotions, commitment to quality, whatever. So this AI program that wrote this article really likes Wendy's. And so do I.
Yeah.
Some of these are valid. Some of them make no sense. Like, the texture's different. What the hell does that mean, the texture's different?
I don't know.
It's not. It's the same. It's a burger. It's a good fast food burger.
All right, McDonald's had an earnings call on Monday where their CEO confirmed what we all knew is that the snack wraps are coming back and they're having premium chicken strips roll out too. He just couldn't guarantee when this would take place. Sometime this calendar year for most locations. So snack wraps back. You just have to wait for them.
Yeah.
How much do you think they're going to cost?
For that.
$9.
Didn't that used to be like $1.99?
I think
type of thing.
It might even have been that, or $1.29.
That or 99 cents,
yeah,
something like that.
I feel like it was a dollar menu thing. There
it's going to be $4, isn't it? $3.99.
Because now they're going to fill it with their premium chicken.
Oh, not just any old chicken. Yeah, that's good. Well, I look forward to trying that. Valentine's Day coming up too. A few places doing special things. Nothing Bundt Cakes. They're doing a Ghirardelli chocolate covered strawberry bundt cake.
How could that be bad?
Machu Picchu.
Sounds great. McDonald's has brought back the Shamrock Shake.
Don't like it.
I know you don't, because you don't like hot shots of liquid in your mouth.
First of all, I don't like the shake, and it's too minty. I don't want it.
It's not too minty.
No, it's good.
The mint tastes medicinal. I don't like it.
Oh, it's delicious.
No, you're wrong. It's good.
I agree.
I'm not wrong.
No, you are.
You are.
All right. We're gonna beat you with that lead pipe from Metal Supermarkets until you agree.
They don't sell lead there.
Well, I don't know what they sell, but I'm going to get some, and I'm going to hit you with it.
Do they have beams?
They have beams.
They have Brandon beams.
His
loose skin is there.
KFC is doing the Mike's Hot Honey Tenders collaboration, where you can get their tenders covered in Mike's Hot Honey.
Ooh.
How could that be?
Where is this again?
That would be KFC.
KFC Mike's Hot Honey.
Can I tell you a little something about KFC?
What's that?
Their biscuits suck.
What?
They suck.
Huh?
Like, I'm telling you, you go get yourself you think I'm wrong. You go get yourself a KFC biscuit.
Get yourself a KFC biscuit.
I don't think.
And then a Popeyes biscuit. And you have those back to back, and you tell me that KFC biscuit doesn't taste like packing peanuts.
I don't think you're wrong.
The Popeyes would probably be better. It would be a win.
Let me ask you.
You don't realize how much better it is unless you have it side by side.
I'm so angry.
Well, what?
Have you ever taken their biscuit and dipped it in their potatoes and gravy?
I shouldn't have to dip it in the potatoes and gravy. It should stand out on its own.
Yeah, that's fine. And none of us should have to work, but we do. We live in reality, and that's what makes it good.
No.
It's delicious.
I want you to do this experiment for me. I want you to go get a biscuit from each place and tell me I'm wrong.
I'd go to my KFC, but every time I go, the kitchen is on fire. So we're told to leave.
Timmy, sorry, kitchen's on fire. Get out of here.
Have you ever been in a restaurant where the kitchen caught on fire and you had to leave?
I've never had that
happen to us.
Multiple times?
Just one. Just once. But if it happens once, it happens every time.
That's significant. One is
we didn't go back to the place after the kitchen caught fire. There's a lot of smoke in here, isn't it? Oh, yeah, the building's on fire.
Yeah.
Someone kindly comes up to you and tells you, like, we have fire. Would you please
By the way, try our new smoked tenders. We just smoked them just now. They got smoked. Didn't mean to, but they're smoked.
Science says the Guardians are winning the World Series. I'll tell you why in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Slower traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 3rd Street, and you're going to hit a small slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's D. Miller. Guys, let's talk about getting back to your best. If you lack energy, muscle mass, feel moody, or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer. Don't settle for a standard dosage TRT program. I learned about the personalized treatment at Low T Center and the results you can expect with customized TRT. And for current patients, Low T Center offers a $150 credit when you refer a new patient. Go to lowtcenter.com to book an appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
If your garage door looks like it's been around since the 90s, the 1890s, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dumb is the only language these two are fluent in. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. Let's talk about science.
Okay.
Baseball's starting up. By the way, I have the official win predictions for USA Today.
Okay.
They're often wrong, but
USA Today, I'm going to say sucks. Not as a predictor. I'm going to say they're not going to win very much this year.
Who was the guy who worked for USA Today for a long time? Bob Nightingale?
Yeah.
Alive?
I believe you're right. I think his son is now a writer. Am I wrong, Teddy? Isn't there like another Nightingale?
Yeah, his son does cover baseball.
What's his daughter Florence doing?
Hey!
All right.
Nursing an injury.
Here are the win totals, projected win totals for every team. No, who cares? They have the Guardians, 3rd place in the Central, 82-80. They have the Tigers winning the Central at 86-76, then Kansas City 84-78. Hey, they have my White Sox. Now you can say this is bad, maybe it is, whatever. At 52-110. Can I tell you something, buddy? That's an 11-game improvement. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got the Reds at 81-81. It seems like they have the Reds at 81-81 every year.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Just go ahead and pencil them in for 500 and then go from there.
They have the Cubs winning that division at 86-76, and it's Milwaukee 83-79, Reds 81-81, Cardinals 75-87, Pittsburgh 74-88.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your win projections.
I'm not gonna object to any of that because I don't know.
Your Mets, they have finishing
105,
third place.
What?
But in a very competitive, tied for second place actually.
Okay.
So they got Philadelphia winning that division at 91 and 71. Then it's the Braves at 89 and 73, and the Mets at 89 and 73.
Well, I will say the Braves last year should have been better. They had a ton of injuries. And if they don't get those injuries, I would think they will be right back in the thick of things. So that makes sense.
The highest projected win total makes all the sense in the world because they, won the World Series and spend the most money. It is the Dodgers at 102 and 60. So,
right.
But that's all just projections. We actually have rock hard science.
Okay.
The Cleveland Guardians are winning the World Series. How do I know this? Because Bill Nye, the science guy, his entire life is experiments and periodic tables and bow ties.
Yeah, bow ties.
His
Big on the bow ties, yeah.
And he was asked, he was on MLB Network, he was doing some hot stove, big baseball guy. He was asked which teams he roots for. He'll answer that. And then he tells us who's going to win the World Series.
It's National League. I'm Nationals. If it's American League, I'm Mariners. What's going to happen when the M's finally get to the World Series? What am I going to do, man?
Big bananas. You and I are going together. That happens.
I would love that of all things.
Do you have a 2025 World Series prediction for us this season? Who raises the commissioner's
Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians. That's bold.
It's science. You can argue with that?
No. Why would you argue with science?
Like if Stephen Hawking said it, you'd have to believe him.
Maybe. You have to believe him. Might have to ask him about if
he's dead.
Might have to ask him if he's been in any islands recently. Watch out for that.
Any islands?
Oh, he was on the list.
What list? Oh, he was on the Epstein list?
I think there was
didn't realize
something
that.
with that. I think there's been a little something there.
PP Worky?
I don't know. I'm sure he didn't do anything. Let's hope not.
Why? Why are you getting the benefit of the doubt? First of all, he's dead. Do you know him? Is he a family member? I'm going to say Stephen Hawking, perv. KFC biscuit sucks. Stephen Hawking.
You got some hot takes
perv.
today. I thought there was something about that. I could be wrong. I'll look it up. No, I won't. I don't want to be on a work computer Googling any of this.
Yes,
so
please.
I'm done.
I
don't want to. That's
Stephen
fine.
Hawking, underage girls, do it now.
No.
It's Wildcard Wednesday, Bone.
Yeah.
What do we got?
This one is from Man and Bone Archive. Now, we have been talking about Man and Bone Archive because in the last few weeks, this account has popped up telling us things about the show from previous times, right? So this is actually, though, a question for Wildcard Wednesday. First of all, they said, my guys. First off, thank you for taking an interest in my goofy/deranged project. Do you guys have any criticisms or advice on how I format my posts or what info I decide to include? Personally, I hate doing multiple posts, but I don't know what to do about that. So if you go to the Man and Bone Archive Twitter account, which is at Panama Ted Burner, which I also enjoy, he puts all of us in there, tags all of us, and says, today in Man and Bone history. And then he has different years. So he has from 2021, this is what happened today on our show, 2021. Timmy Hall tells Man to tape his Hooters down.
Oh, sure. All right. I don't remember that, but sounds great.
Your daughter Samantha requests Popeyes for Valentine's Day.
Oh, I remember. You know what? That's coming.
Yeah, it is.
I was actually thinking about picking up some Popeyes on Friday.
Mm-hmm. That's right. This is Michael McDonald's 69th birthday was in 2021. And my wife, Melissa, had no clue who he was.
That does not surprise me.
No, doesn't surprise me
But
either.
if she did, she would stalk him in the men's room.
That's what she does. And then also, finally, lots of yacht rock. Now, that was for 2021, but then he has multiple other posts here that are 2023, 2024, et cetera.
Right,
so
keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
Yeah, it's great. We
I'm
appreciate
not
that.
here to judge you. It's great. You think enough of us to keep an archive of the stupid things we say? Who am I to tell you how to format it? I think it's great.
You know what? It says here in 2024, last year, on this day, I was excited for Taco Bell's Baja Gelato.
And you know what?
And
we were dead wrong.
And they put yikes right after that.
Total
it turned out to be
abomination.
A bust. What a terrible thing that was.
Terrible.
It was $4, and it was the tiniest little, it was like a thimble of gelato, air quotes. It was frozen Baja Blast. Wasn't creamy. No idea. Also, this can't be true. It says here in 2024 that Man says pee-pee no worky for what I think is the first time. Have you only been saying that for a year?
Have I?
I don't know. Maybe that was the first time you had your sponsor with Tri-State Men's Health.
I feel like they've been on board for a couple of years now.
Maybe, I don't know.
Time's fun when you're having flies, right, Teddy?
That's
yes.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for doing that. Keep it up. We appreciate it. Now, back to the wild cards. Christian says, my afternoon talk radio host, who has farted the most while on air in the history of your show?
We don't do a lot of that.
No, I can only think on, I don't even think I could fill up one hand with the times where you or I have like had to say, I got to tell you, this is really rough. And then we evacuate the studio because it's bad.
No.
That's never, I don't recall that
there's
ever
probably
happened.
been just a handful of times where it was actually painful and it had to be released. And that's not to say that I don't fart. I'm a huge farter.
Yeah?
Huge.
Oh, you fart a lot?
Oh, when I'm in the car on those leather seats, they start mooing at me after a while. Those seats come back to life.
Yeah. You know, I think I've been traumatized because I've had a few times where I trusted a fart and it turned out not to be. And it's been a while now. So usually for me, it's like I get home and then it's like I go right to the can and I just get it all out.
Oh,
like,
so you
I hold 'em in.
designated fart time.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm not going to walk in the house and be like, hello, everybody. Just,
I do that all the time.
I don't rip ass in front of
Daddy's home and
no,
I do.
I mean, I do rip ass in front of him, but just not like right when I walk in the door.
I wait for Samantha. Samantha's short. She's still, waist level. I wait till she passes by.
There you go.
And then I give it right in her mouth.
Yeah. Well, the dog runs up and is very excited to see me. And then I just, I've done it once or twice and then he just hides. He's like, I can't be around.
I'm sure the dog's farts are terrible.
No, dog.
Who's he to judge?
Have you ever, I mean, again, you don't have a dog. I know this. Have you ever seen what happens when a dog farts?
What do you mean seen?
Like,
I've seen it.
My dog, and this is not the only dog that's done this. I've been sitting there. He's been sitting there perfectly calm. I will hear a fart happen. We're the only two in the room, and it wasn't me. And what will happen is he will then look at his butt as if somebody has violated him.
He's not.
He's like, what is happening? And he's like trying to figure out like what just happened. And then he's sniffing the area because he's like, I got to figure out where this is coming. Oh, this is a smell.
It came from you, man.
But it's a dog. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand what gas is. He doesn't know that if you eat food, it causes that.
He doesn't?
How would a dog know what gas is?
I don't know. I would think they're aware of farting and they know what farting is.
Well, they're aware. He's aware enough to know something happened around the backside, but he doesn't know that that's like a normal function of his.
That's shocking to me.
Like he doesn't do that when he goes like potty and goes out to use the bathroom. He doesn't like, so what? Ah! Like he's not like running around the neighborhood, with that happening.
Timmy, your dog.
You ever had your dog fart?
Ain't the brightest.
No?
Ain't the brightest.
Doesn't understand farts.
Probably not.
Have you ever seen your dog fart?
Well, I know that this is a being that will eat their own crap.
Right.
So
that's true.
I can't imagine there's too many, smart things going on.
Dogs will do that.
It's great, isn't it?
Or the crap of others. Like our dog will sometimes get up to the litter boxes and say, "Oh, looky here, look at what I got." Yeah,
they really are just vile, right?
Well, but they're
disgusting.
But they're sweet. They're so nice.
Yeah, they
stupid
are.
things are sweet.
They're like, "Hey, got any of that coming out of you anytime soon? I'm gonna wait. I'll be right here in case you do." Stupid dog.
Don't do it.
I love my dog.
Odd noise.
I love my dog. Boomer's a great dog.
Sweet dog.
Just, you know what, Timmy, sometimes you just got to let him finish.
Hell of a good cook, though.
Got to let him in. You just got to let him finish.
All right, on campus, all the news and notes you need coming up next. Timmy, I'm coming to beat you. All right, you stay right by that pool table.
No, you ain't.
Pool table, ping pong table, and pool. I'm going to beat you at pool. I'm going to take that stick and shove it up there. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. And we've got about a 10-minute delay on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at Tri-State Men's Health and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Plus, no interest financing for 3 years. That's 36 months, people. And if you already have a price from another company, Universal Windows Direct will beat it. So you know you're getting the best deal around.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
In a divorce, it's important to have a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell, a domestic litigation and family law firm. We champion your rights as an individual and your role as a parent, taking an aggressive approach in court while leveling the legal playing field in domestic matters. That's what a champion does. That's what Cordell & Cordell can do for you. Visit us at CordellCordell.com. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Regenerative treatments for joint pain are creating lots of excitement in the orthopedic community. QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Ray Tessner recalls a recent conversation with one of the country's most acclaimed orthopedic doctors.
He said, when you and I are young, the arthroscope was a quantum leap in treating orthopedic problems. I think regenerative medicine is the new arthroscope.
Surgery is no longer the go-to solution for chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back. QC Kinetics is leading the next quantum leap. All-natural regenerative treatments that provide relief and mobility.
I think one of the tenets of being a good physician is the old saying of do no harm. That's what I enjoy about this form of treatment is there's very little chance that we're going to cause harm, and that's refreshing to me to be able to eliminate the dangers that can come sometimes with surgeries.
Book your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. As football winds down, college basketball is gearing up, and fans are ready to see which teams will prove they are ready to shine in March and who will be seen in San Antonio. You can get on all the action from tip-off to the final whistle at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Right now, new ESPN Bet Sportsbook customers can bet $10 and get $100 back in bonus bets and unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus. Download the app. Sign up with the promo code Radio100 to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
On campus, coming up in mere moments, it is Wildcard Wednesday. Please do tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone, 614-787-3093. Which, by the way, I don't have next to me, and I'm going to go get it. during On Campus.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you.
Great.
And get the burner phone because I know that you can handle this.
You might say, well, Mike, you'll miss out on everything on campus, to which I would say,
I'll take that risk.
Mike doesn't listen to it anyway, so.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's my favorite segment.
Oh, great.
I love it. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't talked about killing this at all.
Nope. Not at all.
On campus.
Common Man and T-Bones. On campus. The latest college sports news and notes.
Hey, no sponsor. Hey, Bone.
Metal Supermarkets. No? Okay. Dan Hurley, he is the head coach at UConn. They just took on Creighton during their most recent game last night. That was Dollar Beer Night in Creighton, in case you've forgotten. 70-66 road win over the number 24 Blue Jays is what UConn accomplished. And afterwards, while exiting the floor at the CHI Health Center in Omaha, Dan Hurley offered an enthusiastic wave towards the stands and then gestured towards his fingers and bragged about his, quote, 2 rings. He was asked after the game about that celebration. He said, quote, I'm not going to lie to you, that was very gratifying. I waved at some people, but I just wish that there was more of them still left, but a lot more left when I've lost. So he said they exited pretty quickly. Sellout crowd of 18,000 plus on hand for that showdown, which saw Creighton. They were 18-7 going into that one. They dominated the first half, but then, of course, second half came back from UConn. So great victory for them. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, things are not going well for Hubert Davis. Their head coach, yet again, lamented his team's lack of urgency after their blowout loss to Clemson. They are really in danger, North Carolina, of missing the tournament this year, which would be second time in 3 years that's happened.
What'd I miss?
Dan Hurley was mad, or was happy he won and gave it to the fans.
Okay.
And now Hubert Davis with North Carolina, he has said he wants his team to play with a sense of emergency, not just urgency. But they did not meet that in the loss that happened a couple nights ago. They lost 85-65 to Clemson, Mike. That is a team that is now UNC. They are really struggling to make a case for why they should be in the tournament. You know, the quad 1, they have the quad games, quad 1, quad 2. This has to deal with how good your opponent is. Let's take a stab at what North Carolina's record is in quad 1 games this year. They've played 11 of them. How many of those games do you think North Carolina has won? Of 11 quad 1 games, how many have they won?
4.
1. Wow. They are 1-10 in quad 1 games. That's,
you know what I'm going to say? That's bad.
That's not good enough. That's not going to get the job done. So, yeah, Hubert Davis obviously staring down a dire situation there in North Carolina. Also, Indiana basketball, there is, of course, discussion about who's going to be their head coach going forward. And there are multiple people. The news now is Mike Woodson's not coming back for 2025-26 season, so they are going to go out and get someone.
Matt Patricia.
Nope. The names that are, of course, on the wish list include Brad Stevens, because I guess he's going to give up running the Celtics just to go back to coach college basketball.
It's Indiana, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Dusty May, even though he just took the job at Michigan, he's going to leave.
It's Indiana, baby.
Mick Cronin is out at UCLA, but he's going to leave. But here's the thing. A name that's been thrown out there that I would really enjoy, just for the fun of having him in the Big Ten, Rick Pitino.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah.
How old is this goblin?
72.
Go away.
72.
72. He looks worse than they. He looks like he's 92.
I know. Well, that I guess that's what a life of living the way he has does to you, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so that's not great. But there you go. That's one of the names that's out there. And then also I saw that Brian Belichick, he is joining, if you haven't seen this, he is joining Bill Belichick to reunite with his dad there. This was coming up because the Matt Patricia stuff here at Ohio State, we obviously question this. Well, why wouldn't they have gone after, why wouldn't Bill Belichick want him? Well, the answer is because he hired his son to be the defensive coordinator. But I didn't realize last year, Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick, basically they spent time together just watching college film and working it out together and saying, friends. Look at all this stuff. Look what we could be doing there. And then he said, apparently, Belichick said, hey, this is all great. I'm happy to help you. But, if I go take a college job, I'm bringing my son with me for the D coordinator job. And Matt Patricia apparently understood that. So that's part of the news that's coming out today.
All right. Thanks, Bone.
You're welcome.
Hell of a segment. It is Wildcard Wednesday. You can text the burner phone, 614-787-3093. Hooked on Man Bone says, if you were forced to give up your favorite savory foods or your favorite sweet foods, which could you live without? Sweet. I'm a savory guy more than I am a sweet. I mean, it would be painful.
You know what it is? I am more of a sweet guy than I am a savory guy on most foods. I would rather have like a cookie, a cake, something like that. However, the number one food I always want at all times, period, is pizza. Pizza's not sweet.
No.
So I would have to say I'd have to give up sweets because my number one favorite food is pizza, and I would never want to give that up.
Also on the burner, went to school with Kyle Rowland. Giant douche. What this person said. I don't know. I don't know him.
That's just what they said. Let's just put it out there. It's fine.
Hey, that's what this person said.
Pizza place is closing. Kyle Rowland's a douche. Hey.
Prove that you're not.
Prove that you're not.
From Chris, he says, my guys, please have Common Man talk over this read. Well, I'm reading it, so I can't talk over my own self.
Oh, I see. That would be funny.
If Nuck gets an expansion team in the European League of Football, what should the team mascot be? Team name / mascot be? Can we get Jizz to coach? Definitely need to have a Milano as their rival, the Milano Seamen.
Right. What would we have Nook's team name be? I mean, they have polar bears. You could be the Nook Polar Bears.
First of all, I don't think technically Greenland is Europe.
I don't know what it's a part of.
From like because there is like a tectonic plate or continental plate or something. I think they're North American, I think. And we're going to buy them anyway and rename it Red, White, and Blue Land. So,
dude,
Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam should be their mascot.
The amount of times in the last, I don't know, recent times where I've had to click on an article and go, no, that's satire. That's The Onion. There's no way that the Daily Show write this. And then I'm like, no, this is apparently real. Yeah, that's weird. I don't recall ever in school being told Greenland is part of North America. Whenever you hear about North America, you don't hear anyone saying, we've got Mexico and the United States and Canada and Greenland. I never hear Greenland added in there. It's always just those first three.
What? There's always room for improvement.
Let's bring up some Greenland. Let's give them some love.
My guys. My dog is also flabbergasted by his gas, but only when it makes a noise. The silent killers he will sleep through.
That is true. It's the only time I've really noticed it is when I hear it, and I obviously know it wasn't me, and that's when he's like, where'd the noise come from? But the ones that smell, the silent ones are the worst from the dogs. Oh.
My chocolate pickles. Oh, you know what? We got to take a break. We don't have time for this one.
Oh.
But top of the hour, I'm going to go back to the chocolate pickles. I mean, he doesn't have a conversation about the chocolate pickles. He just referred to us as chocolate pickles.
Also, my wife and I had a very serious conversation yesterday that led to a really ridiculous discussion that I'm going to share with you next.
Okay. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane and causing a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and Roberts Road. And we also have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to mobile phones for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One thing we keep hearing here in town, Wilson, is that the cost of Pella windows actually pleasantly surprises most people.
Pleasantly surprised?
You get the Pella next level quality and looks, but we also have 5 different lines to fit most budgets.
Our customers are almost always surprised, but it's never pleasant. Is there such thing as like angrily surprised?
Price is a little high.
Oh no, they're a lot high.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Buckeye Country Superfest 2025, Saturday, June 21st, Ohio Stadium. One night only. Headlined by Kane Brown and Jelly Roll. With special guest Megan Maroney, Treaty Oak Revival, Dasha, Connor Smith. Tickets are on sale now at BuckeyeCountrySuperfest.com.
Yeah, that's how I get by. Lord, that's how I get by.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Come in. Joe, I wasn't expecting to see you.
Why does everybody say that? I came to congratulate you. No joke.
Well, it was a hard-fought campaign.
Campaign? I'm talking about $5 at Great Lakes Kia.
Great Lakes Kia, where new Kias are less than lunch.
Brand new Kias, $5 a day. I'm being serious right now.
Only at Great Lakes Kia.
Guess what? And by the way, get 0% financing for 72 months.
Lease new 25 Kia Sorrentos LX, just $5 a day. And we love that third-row seating, don't we?
And new K4s, LXS, just $5 a day. No joke.
Even new K5s, LXS, just $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
But what about credit? Come on, man.
If you've got a job, you ride $5 a day.
Here's the deal. Go to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com.
My first home was $5. Not kidding around.
Tax and tag to qualified buyers. Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Are you feeling tired, slower, or achier than you used to? You might think it's just age, but it could be low testosterone. At Columbus Men's Clinic, they've helped thousands of men who didn't realize their symptoms were caused by declining testosterone levels, a problem that's becoming a new norm in American men. Columbus Men's Clinic refuses to accept this new normal. They're committed to restoring testosterone to healthy levels so you can feel like yourself again, whether at home, in the gym, at work, or in the bedroom. For years, their medical provider has delivered testosterone therapy tailored to each man's needs. No one-size-fits-all solutions, just real science-backed results delivered by discreet local experts. Imagine more energy, sharper focus, and newfound confidence. A same-day testosterone check and consultation is just $99. Call 614-300-7400 or visit ColumbusMen'sClinic.com today. Your prime years aren't over. They're just waiting to be unleashed. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Say yes to Diamond Sellers Wedding Weekend on February 21st and 22nd. Enjoy buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special no interest financing on engagement rings. Visit us in store and learn more at diamondseller.com.
My name is Paul. I'm 58 years old. I lost 45 pounds thanks to the Awaken 180 program. Before Awaken 180, I was drinking Pepto out of the bottle at night to go to sleep from heartburn. I was struggling getting up and down the stairs, like tired all the time. And I didn't know that's how it wasn't supposed to be. I just accepted that's how my life is. And then one day I said, it doesn't have to be this way. I made a decision to change my life and I chose Awaken 180, and that was the best choice I ever made. I needed support. I'm a person who needed support. Awaken 180 provided that support for me. They changed my relationship with food. I changed it with their guidance. That was the whole thing. I had to change my relationship with food. And I learned how to eat. I learned healthy fats. I learned all about sugar and what it does to me. And I just learned a new way to live.
A change Paul and I both needed and we received with Awaken 180. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Cole Bartemus. Ohio State has found a way to fill the void left by Jim Knowles' departure, and they're dipping into the NFL pool to do so. Matt Patricia is going to be the next defensive coordinator for the Buckeyes. Patricia hasn't coached at the college level since being a graduate assistant for Syracuse back in 2003. Since then, it's been all NFL for Patricia, most notably working as the Patriots defensive coordinator under Bill Belichick, which led into an unsuccessful stint as Detroit Lions head coach prior to being replaced by Dan Campbell. Buckeye men's basketball will also be going tonight. They will welcome the Washington Huskies to the Schottenstein Center. The Huskies are one game over 500, but they have a quite poor in-conference record. You'd really like to see the Buckeyes come out of this one victorious.
This update is brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. With a 98% customer satisfaction rating and thousands of 5-star reviews, the choice is clear. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan. Ohio's #1 sports destination.
No filler guests, no intelligence, and most of the time, no sports. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday. Hey, this dumb show is brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Morning Juice, 7:30 tomorrow morning. Don Waddell, Jackets GM, will join the program. Bishop and Friends at 10:30. Paul Feinbaum, Lord Pied Piper of the Hillbillies. I just saw that he bought himself a new $5.1 million house. Let him live.
Did he really?
He did, and he should.
Good for him.
Rothman and Ice at 2:30 tomorrow. Gold Jacket Thursday. Bryant Young, 49ers defensive tackle.
Beautiful.
He's a Hall of Famer. That's why he's on Gold Jacket Thursday. And tomorrow on this show, nothing to tease. Nothing.
Let's see what we have
to tease.
Figure it out.
Here, I was going to tell you this on the burner phone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wildcard Wednesday. My chocolate pickles.
Chocolate pickles, that's right.
If you could remove one make and model vehicle from the roadway, what would it be? Cybertruck.
No, I like those.
You do?
They make me laugh every time. They're
right.
so entertaining. Every time I see one, I get a big old smile.
I don't like that. I don't like the Heil either. The Mercedes Heil.
What is that?
The G-Wagon. I just picture Hitler driving
I
around.
thought you were
in
still talking Teslas there for a second. I wasn't sure.
No, Kanye's in the driver's seat. Heiling.
You're talking about a G-Wagon?
Yeah, I don't like the G-Wagon.
Okay. I mean,
it's what Hitler drove. If you go back and look at the film, that's what Hitler's riding in.
I didn't know they didn't update the body style. I mean, I knew he had a thing with he was in charge of Volkswagen, right? They started back then, right? Weren't the Beatles kind of the Bug? That was kind of one of their things, right?
Yes,
they produced, right?
They contributed some stuff to the automotive world.
Was he riding around in a Bug?
I don't think he was riding around in a Bug.
He was riding around in a big Jeep thing, or not a Jeep.
A G-Wagon.
A G-Wagon
type thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think you know what, though? And again, I don't hate you if you drive this. It's just annoying to park next to you. I get it if you need them for work. I get it if you need whatever. But, if you drive a truck that has, 8 wheels on it and you're parking it at Kroger to go in and get milk, if you work in an oil field, I get it. You might need some.
Hey, man, these people have lots of land. They got to haul stuff.
Fine. I'm just saying, can you park it not in the second spot at Kroger or Meijer or wherever you go? Can we park it out a little bit? Acknowledge you have a gigantic vehicle and it kind of makes it hard for anybody else to park near you. That's all I'm saying. I don't even want you to necessarily not have it. Just be aware from the parking situation that it's a large vehicle.
You know what I get a kick out of? I get a kick out of the people that drive the Ford F-250s, which is what? A $70,000
I mean, they're
vehicle?
not cheap, sure.
And then they talk about how they can't afford the school levy.
Well, that's scratching me where I am.
I understand
that is a lot of that happening up where I am. So, yes, I also don't like that. By the way, Mike, talking with my wife last night, and she was bringing up, I don't know, there was a story in the news about somebody dying. And so she then just rapidly turned the conversation to she just casually, just out of nowhere is so-and-so passed away. Isn't that sad to hear? Hey, you still want to be cremated, right? Well, I was,
she's been married a long time. It's a good question to ask.
She wanted to check in, and I respect that. And I said, yeah, still wanted to be cremated. She goes, well, what kind of plans do you want for the the receptacle, the urn? I said, well,
do you care? Are you passionate about it?
Not really. I said, I think if you want to keep them, that's fine. If you don't, I said, the only request I had was I would like her to have something to do if I go first, And I said, I would probably want you to take a few different places where you spread my ashes at a few different things. She's like, well, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I love a national park. I enjoyed going out to Mount Rainier. If you took a trip out there and then spread my ashes, well,
I'm just saying she's going to lug husband number 2 around for this long ass trip to Mount Rainier.
I'm just saying, better than sitting around the house. You got something to do. You got to go out on a quest and drop me off out by a stand of trees out there near Mount Rainier. I would take that. And I said, I've always enjoyed being, like going to concerts and things like that. I used to work at a radio station where I would be backstage for these concerts. I said, maybe you go like behind the Newport, like the door to go to the stage, and you just sprinkle a few there. I've always thought that would be kind of cool. And then I said, you take another one, you go over to Mike and you say, hey, can you lay down and take your shirt off? I want these spread all over your chest.
Hey man, let me tell you something. If that's what it meant to you,
yeah,
I would take you on my chest.
Would you really?
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Teddy, would you take a little bit of T-bone on your chest?
I don't know if he wants that, though. He wants it for you.
I said I want it for Common Man.
Okay, well, what if you press your bare chest up against my bare chest and we rub a little T-bone in between us?
If T-Bone requests that, then I would do that.
See?
Good. It's good. Why does
it
feel
seems like you have some really specific plans? That you're like, no, I don't have a lot of plans. Hey, go to Mount Rainier, go to Newport.
But then she said, well, how am I going to take the urn? I have to take it on all these places and go out. And I said, no, don't they? One, I would presume that when you go to the funeral home, don't they tell you, like, all right, do they have a to-go bag? Do you get a couple bags of me that they could?
They put you in a bag or a box, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, you can do the big receptacle, but then give me a few, little ones to take to spread around. I mean.
Snack bags.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm a big Crew fan. I don't know if they would let me, but I would if I could, have my ashes spread at the stadium just to,
Why not?
That'd be fine.
That's a tribute. I bet people have done that before.
Yeah. I know they have. I know a lot of stories about the people who built that stadium. I know something for certain that is buried under the ground at Crew Stadium that I don't think anybody knows about.
Teddy, how concerned should we be about this conversation?
It's tame. Buddy of mine trusted a fart. It was bad.
It lied to him?
Yeah. He's in the work truck there at the stadium. They had not built any structure yet. They're just, the ground is there. Okay. So he had to remove the underwear. He put them he had like a bag, like a little, like a gas station bag, like a plastic bag, tied them up. He's like, I'm not leaving these in the work truck. So he thought, what better thing to do than to leave them there so that he will always be a part of the stadium that he helped build.
Well, it's pretty biodegradable. I don't think it's still.
Not if you put it in a plastic bag. 1,000 years. Just saying. You want to dig up that stadium, I bet you'll find a pair of soiled underwear. I bet they're still there. I hear stories. I know things. I don't know. I'm not saying whose it is. I'm just saying it happened.
I, too, want to be cremated. I have no special requests, though, for my ashes. I've told Kristen, put them wherever you want. I'm dead. I don't care. Whatever you think is important to you, special to you, do it.
Oh, that's nice of you. I'm actually making requests.
I know you are. You're traveled 2,000 miles for my ashes.
You know what, though? She liked going to Mount Rainier, so it'd be a reason for her to travel one more time with me, even though I'm dead. Then she can,
She's not going to want. Maybe she's old. She doesn't want to go 2,000 miles.
Right. Well, I'll put a cap on it. If we're like, if we both make it to 80, then you don't have to do this. But if this happens next week.
What if she's the one that kills you? That's with us. That's always a possibility.
Right. If she kills me, do you think that any of this is happening? I'm getting a shallow grave in the woods. That's what I'm getting. Actually, I don't know how she's getting me there, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's got husband number 2.
She's probably
pretty strong guy. Got one of those Ford F-250s.
It's Big Lou. He's only on wife number 2, right?
Pat Mahomes, is he a weirdo or is everyone around him weirdos? We'll discuss coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the 2 right lanes on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. It is causing stop-and-go traffic from 71. We also have a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
For 100 years, our passionate Atlas Butler has been helping people. From those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with the sound of freshness. With new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items, so you save on all the crunch, all the flavor, all the just-picked goodness you love. Surround yourself with savings every time you shop with new low prices on apples, carrots, lettuce, celery, and more. Enjoy fresh savings on fresh produce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
There's a place where mishaps don't mean missing out. Welcome to AAA's The Plus Side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, where a flat tire doesn't have to deflate your mood, where being locked out doesn't mean you'll be out of luck for long, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party.
Looks like you're all set here. Have a good rest of the day.
Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, you're covered with the gold standard in roadside assistance, whenever and wherever you need it. Tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap, click, or call away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further, anywhere within 100 miles. Become a AAA Plus member today and experience the peace of mind that comes when you live on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply. Service is only available from AAA and CAA in North America.
At NJM Insurance, we're like a symphony. It all starts by doing the right thing. Add in dedicated reps. And put policyholders first. But no jingles or mascots because it's just not us. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the University of Washington at the Shot on February 12th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
A.J. Hawk won a national title, a Super Bowl, and a Lombardi Award, but his weekly appearance on Morning Juice, Fridays at 8:33, is the real highlight of his career. If he tells you otherwise, he's lying.
Sponsored by FanDuel.
The Fan.
Have you ever told a friend?
Oh, I'm fine.
When you really felt?
Just so overwhelmed.
Or sent a text?
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
When you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Tonight, expect showers with a low of 31. Expect a cloudy but dry day on your Thursday with a high of 35. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecasts on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Off topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
We are supposed to talk to Rimmer at 5:30 today, name dropping with Chef Rimmer, our weekly visit, but I've been told that we are having an issue with the phones.
Yes.
They're currently not working. Teddy, did you alert Rimmer that we may have an issue.
I did touch base with him, told him about we had some issues, and he said, hey, if it doesn't work out, then I'll just do it tomorrow with you guys.
Right, well, that's pretty optimistic for a guy who can drop dead any second. So we'll see.
By the way, you know that he was very nice to you. Ted, I'm sure he was nice to you. I'm sure he was pleasant. He hung up the phone. He's like, that Matt Fishman can go to hell. Like, he's just cussing out our PD Fish, even though it's not Fish's fault. It's not even the technical people's fault.
Yes,
the phone's broke, and they're trying to fix him. Okay, so if we get him, that would be great because we have much to talk about. But if not, yeah, you're right, Teddy. We can do it tomorrow.
It's the Telos people's fault. So if you want to send them an email at telos.com.
Tell us how much they suck.
I'm just saying, how do we not have a backup plan?
Well,
let me tell you something.
What do you mean?
Larry King used to do Sheboygan. Hello. You think his phones went out right before the show started? Maybe, probably. And then Larry said, you better get a solution to this problem.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got to get a speakerphone on this desk.
I agree. I think probably NASA probably has a backup plan.
That's
right?
fine. Let me tell you something.
Because
NASA's not getting a 30 share. We are.
We could probably just play some music.
I'm saying the budget might be slightly bigger for Larry King than this show, for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
Back in his heyday.
I don't know why I even care. I don't want to talk to him anyway.
I could just hold the phone up to the mic.
Let's do that, Ted. Call him and then just be like, here you go, Rimmer, and then we'll talk into that'd be great.
What did I tease? Oh, Pat Mahomes. Is he a weirdo, or is everyone else around him weirdos? So let's discuss this. So there is some video making the rounds about Pat Mahomes Sr., his father, in New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and he has some viral, air quotes, viral moment where he had to be separated physically from former baseball closer, racist guy, John Rocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was seemed very staged.
And it turns out that it was because these two are scheduled to fight each other. They had a scheduled fight. And
it's with Portnoy's thing, Barstool.
Okay.
They have this rough and rowdy thing. It's on April 19th. And this is what I don't get about the Barstool guys. Like, Dave Portnoy's like, I don't know what just happened. Oh, these two. Oh, they got beef. And then later on in the same video, he's like, yeah, they signed paperwork. They must really hate each other. Anyway, they're fighting for my company. And it's like, yeah, this is all staged. Like, we get it. That's fine. You're promoting this product.
Right,
People
whatever.
will get excited and watch this.
He's a carnival barker. It's what he's going to do. Okay.
Yeah, it's not him that I don't understand. It's Pat Mahomes Sr. here. What are you doing?
So you have Pat Mahomes' daddy fighting John Rocker. You've got Pat Mahomes' brother, who
Jackson Mahomes,
publicity whore, and he got in trouble for something. What did he get in trouble for?
I thought there were inappropriate allegations happening it was like a bar or something that he frequented or whatever. There were allegations. I don't want to put allegations out there that aren't there, but I feel like there was inappropriate, touchy, something like that. It was harassment, something like that. No good. So then that was out there, and he has been largely MIA. He's not. Remember how he was out every game? You'd see him.
Yeah, it was obnoxious.
Booth, and then now he's been largely out of the public eye. I know he was at the Super Bowl because they got him, but again, he was not sneaking in, but he just walked in, kept a low profile, kept to himself. All of that.
I just wonder if you're Pat Mahomes, do you support all these endeavors? Do you maybe call Dad and say, "Hey, Dad, how much are they paying you for this? Because I've got $300 million, and I'll just pay you to not do it, please."
Pat Mahomes is a part owner in multiple sports teams, right? His net worth is headed towards $1 billion before, maybe not by the time his playing days are over, but he'll be there eventually. If I'm Dad, and again, I know it's probably touchy, right? I know Mom and Dad are divorced, so I don't know what their relationships all are, but
no, I know that. But he's got his mother-in-law is taking her top off at Trump rallies too. It's
right.
And look, she votes for what she wants to vote for. I'm not talking about that, but
you see a lot of these bigger name athletes are afraid to kind of put out their political thoughts there. I could understand it if Pat Mahomes just says, guys, how about I don't hear about you guys at all in the news? How about we hear about me doing stuff on the field and everybody else? Okay, if they come to Brittany Mahomes and say, Brittany, what is it like to be, in the limelight as a wife of someone who's out there who's so famous, you're famous, she is a part owner of some of these teams, totally fine. She should be out there doing whatever she wants to, talking all that stuff. But Dad fighting John Rocker for Barstool Sports, I could see maybe you come in and say, guys, this isn't helping the Mahomes name, the Mahomes brand. Why are we doing this? What? John Rocker, I get. He has nothing going for him. He's looking for anything to keep himself relevant. Pat Mahomes, his thing is like, yes, that kid out there, that dude who's like been really good in the NFL, best player in the league in the last 5 years, arguably, that's my son. That's all you need to say. No one has any questions about you. Why? I just don't get what the interest level is to fight John Rocker.
Maybe Pat's not paying for his bills. Maybe he needs money.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I'm just saying. Maybe his son is very tight with the money and says, hey, Dad, this is my money. It's not your money.
I know. I get it. And I do understand there's lots of that where parents have taken advantage. If you see your dad going to fight on Barstool, what are they paying him? Like $500,000?
I don't know.
$1 million? Pat Mahomes, you can like sneeze and find $3 million in your couch. Like just.
I bet you they're paying him far less than that.
Okay. I'm
far
saying.
Less.
There, to me, it would just be like, Dad, I really don't feel like if you want to capitalize on my name, then you can do it on your own. But then whatever our relationship is now, it's going to be different because that's what you're doing.
You think they're paying John Rocker $1 million? They're paying him in Arby's coupons. He's not getting any money.
I would hope not.
All right, it's Wildcard Wednesday.
Yeah.
What do you got, Boner?
Let's see. I have got, hold on. I just had to get back to my screen. My bad. Harry says, in light of Jim Goodall's passing, he said, I recall once seeing him at SmackDown at the Shot. I didn't know Jim Goodall was into pro wrestling, but that's
I didn't
cool.
know that either.
He then said, for Wildcard Wednesday, I need to ask, in light of that, where is the oddest place you saw a personality and or celebrity at, local or otherwise? I mean, your Steven Tyler in the elevator is probably like a
yes,
pretty
I was at a
unique
hotel
place.
when I was a kid in Chicago. It was me and my mom, and it was the two of us in an elevator with Steven Tyler, lead singer of Aerosmith. Nobody else was in the elevator, and he was in like full getup. Like it's not like, it was off time for Steven Tyler, so he's dressed in jeans and a T-shirt.
Right.
He had like white tassels hanging down, and he was ready to go.
Sure.
And I gave him a little.
And what did he do with that?
And then he did it with my mom right in front of me in the elevator.
Is that right?
Loving an elevator.
Yeah, that's where that song came from. I went, again, not nearly as big of a celebrity. I once saw Dog the Bounty Hunter literally just walking in the streets of New York. We were there on vacation, and we're
probably
walking.
do a good double take with that, right?
Oh, we did.
Was
And
Beth there? Did her tots punch you in the face?
You know what? I didn't say it. Here's the thing, though. We saw him coming, and my wife says, get a picture. That's Dog the Bounty Hunter. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, wasn't he just in the news? Well, here, oh, hey, here, hey. And
yeah,
I
he
said,
was dropping N-words, wasn't he?
well, that's the thing. I said hello to him, got a picture with him. He was like not smiling or anything. I said, hey, can I have a quick picture? And he's like, sure. And then he turns around, no smile, picture. Get back to wherever we were, and I look up Dog the Bounty Hunter, New York. Turns out he had just had that slur happen where he had, had a bad thing with that, where he had used a slur, it got out there, and then he was going to New York City to meet with like leaders of that community to apologize and go on like a media tour saying I did so much wrong.
You put it on the wall that you got the Hulk Hogan and Paula Dean picture of you.
I didn't know. That whole thing was going on. I got the picture, and then later I found out, oh, this is what's going on.
I had the awkward interaction with Paul O'Neill.
Yes, you did. I forgot about that.
A Mother's Day brunch. Paul O'Neill and I were both standing in line for the omelet guy. Mm-hmm. It was just me and him. And I'm a big Seinfeld guy. He was in Seinfeld. And there was a scenario where Paul O'Neill had to catch a ball in his hat. Okay?
Yeah.
And I just assume I'm gonna use a little icebreaker. You know, like, hey, Paul O'Neill, big fan. I thought I'd go right in with the Seinfeld line.
Sure.
And I said, Paul O'Neill, did you ever catch the fly ball with your hat? And he looked at me and he said, what?
Oh, boy.
And then I just said, I don't know.
Ah, boy.
Sort of
it's a rough one.
Walked away. That was rough. I put it out there.
It's a rough one.
And I got bit.
Yeah.
Bit bad.
Well, you probably had to set it up with like, hey, man, big fan of you. I really enjoyed the Seinfeld episode that you were in.
Yeah, and then
you
did
say, did you ever catch the fly ball? And he still goes, what? And you go, never mind.
Never mind, man. Sorry.
And right now, my hair on the back of my neck is standing on it. That sucks. I hate that feeling.
Teddy? Phones working?
We think they're working. So it looks like we're go here with Mr. Jeff Rimmer.
Tune in next to find out. It'll be a mystery.
2 minutes. We're back. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Stop and go traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and Neal Avenue. And you're going to hit another 10-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by AEP Ohio. You can make your AEP Ohio electric bill more predictable with AMP, average monthly payments. You'll know about what you'll pay every month. Sign up today at aepohio.com/AMP. That's aepohio.com/AMP. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. The perfect low-rate card for your wallet. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Hey guys, Anthony Rothman here. Let's talk about getting you back to your best. If you lack energy, muscle mass, feel moody, or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. You need to know your T level, so get tested. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be your answer, and you'll find true experts at Low T Center. And for current patients, Low T Center offers a $150 credit when you refer a new patient. Go to lowtcenter.com to book the appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Hey, Columbus, Jeff Rimmer here, back in Columbus for a little hockey and to visit my good friends at Byers Volkswagen. Whether you want to buy, sell, or service your next Volkswagen, Byers has all the options. Browse their entire inventory online at columbusvw.com or visit one of their friendly Volkswagen brand specialists. Or for more personal touch and exceptional experience, it's awaiting for you right there at Byers. Come see why it's better to buy at Byers Volkswagen. They're by the airport.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's Name Drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Byers Imports by the airport.
Every single Wednesday, we talk to our guy. He is the legendary voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, Rims.
Hello, gentlemen. How's everybody today?
Oh, fantastic. Now that you're here, I'm glad the phones are working so we can talk to you.
Well, I would expect nothing less, but I was told by Teddy that I would be somewhat of a guinea pig, but that's okay. I'll take one for the team.
So we have the break that we're in right now, the Four Nations tournament. First of all, you have 4 nations. You have Sweden, you have Finland, you have U.S., you have Canada. Do you like the idea of this thing? It starts tonight.
Well, I certainly like it a lot because I think everybody, myself included, was tired of the All-Star Game format and the skills competition. If you talk to the players individually and collectively, they will tell you playing the best against the best is the only thing that they look forward to, an opportunity to play for their respective countries. Now, we don't have Russia, and we don't have a lot of the Blue Jackets and some of the top players in the National Hockey League participating for political reasons, but let's all hope it's a year today that the Winter Olympics start in Italy. And let's hope that somehow, some way, the International Ice Hockey Federation, and now I hear my good friend, Mr. Trump, is going to begin negotiations with Russia to end the Ukrainian-Russian war. And hopefully bygones will be bygones. And next year in the Olympics, it will truly be the best of the best. But this is certainly a reasonable facsimile.
Rims, is it reasonable for us to expect that when the U.S. takes the ice, Zach Werenski will be out there quarterbacking a power play? Maybe not the first power play unit, but do you think you'll have a chance to do that?
My prediction is he will quarterback the number one power play because Quinn Hughes, the outstanding talent, who right now is neck and neck with Werenski, talking to several colleagues and the writers that will eventually vote for the Norris Trophy that goes to the top defenseman. He is hurt. He is not competing. He chose himself. He made the decision. The Canucks told him it's your decision, and he chose not to play because he wants to see his Canucks in the playoffs and hopefully a long way down the road in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I suspect we're going to see Werenski not only on the number one power play, but as well tomorrow night when they play Finland. I expect him in the top pairing along with Charlie McAvoy of the Boston Bruins.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. So tonight it's Canada and Sweden in Montreal, 8 o'clock on TNT. USA makes their debut, like you said, tomorrow night against Finland in Montreal, 8 o'clock on ESPN. Who's the favorite to win this tournament?
I see Canada as being picked by the experts, but for me, I think it's Team USA. I think, number one, USA has the best goaltender in the tournament in Hellebuck, who's having an outstanding season and likely the MVP with the Winnipeg Jets, who are having a phenomenal season. I think that the U.S. defense is the best in the tournament, although Sweden has an outstanding blue line. And as far as Canada is concerned, I think Canada will be one of the top teams, but I think USA to beat them starting this Saturday night because I'm a little concerned from a U.S. or from a Canadian standpoint, their blue line. It's not anywhere near as strong or effective or could be as effective as what the USA has, and I give USA the edge in goal, Hellebuck over Binnington of the St. Louis Blues. So for me personally, to answer your question, it's USA the favorite, although some of the so-called experts have picked Canada.
Rims, on the break that they have, I know you've obviously talked to a lot of NHLers over your years. When they have a break like this, I know the guys who are injured are glad to have it, right? It gives them time to get better. Guys who are dealing with some knocks and bruises, time to get better. But for the guys who are playing well, do you find that they typically enjoy this time off, or is it kind of like a frustrating moment for them to say, yeah, I was going well, and now I got to restart after all of this?
Well, these are the dog days, T-Bone, of the season, and although an all-star break is shorter in distance, I think if you talk to the players after the long grind and really what's going to be a remarkable finish to the season with, 7 teams vying for 1 or 2 playoff spots, I think that the players are welcoming this break. Many of them, and I've talked to a few of the Blue Jackets, have departed for warmer climes, and I think that they're looking forward to it, although I did talk to our friend Mike Riccordati's favorite player, Mr. Matthew Olivier, and he's gone back to the Great White North, Quebec City, his home, and where he was born. And he says, hey, I'm going to take part in some of the winter sports, do some skiing, certainly get out on the ice rink and stay in shape. And he's looking forward to seeing friends and family in Quebec City.
It was his birthday this week, too.
Yeah. He's had a phenomenal year. The Jackets have got to get him signed, and they've got to get Provorov signed, too. It's going to be interesting here. Once this break ends and they crown a champion here in this Four Nations tournament, it's going to be a fight till, number one, March 7th, the trading deadline, and ultimately the middle of April to determine who's in and who's out as far as the playoffs are concerned. It's going to be a great race.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, Buyers Imports by the Airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
You know me. I will talk about my great friends over there at Buyers Imports by the Airport, and the backbone of their operation is undoubtedly their service. In fact, they have over 100 parts and technicians that are factory trained and are ready to look after your automobile, regardless of the car that you purchase at Buyers or elsewhere. Take it in. You'll get the best service. Buyers Imports by the Airport offers you not only the best service with their world-class technicians, but the follow-up is right there when you purchase a new or pre-owned car. Talking to Kevin King, the genial GM today, he tells me they've got a great selections of all their models, but they want you to know once you purchase that car at Buyers Imports by the Airport, it's the service you will get after driving that car initially off the lot.
You sound like you got a little bit of pep in your step today. You take an extra nap?
No nap, but I'm excited about this Four Nations tournament, and I'm excited about coming back to Columbus and visiting you guys in the studios in 2 weeks. 2 weeks tomorrow.
We're excited to have Columbus. You. Let's do some name dropping. What do you have, Rims?
Well, funny you ask, but this past weekend for the Super Bowl, I was invited to a major Super Bowl party. Scott Woolley, who was my former partner, alongside John Davidson and I when we did that hockey NHL show on Sunday nights, and he backboned it, paid for it, and looked after JD and I as far as our salaries were concerned. He had this amazing Super Bowl party. I spent a lot of time, and it was a who's who in South Florida sports. And Dan Marino was there briefly because he and Scott Woolley have got a partnership in a tequila that was hot and heavy at this party. I just had one. That was enough for me. Anyway, I spent a lot of time with Andy MacPhail. Now, you'll remember Andy MacPhail, the former general manager of the Chicago Cubs. He was a former GM and won 2 World Series with the Minnesota Twins. And when he was introduced to me, and he didn't remember, we met several years ago, he said, yeah, Jeff Rimmer, I remember you. You and Pete Rose had the battle. So we talked about that for a while, and he talked about getting fired in my days in Montreal. He was the general manager there of the Expos, but was only for a brief time because Charles Bronfman, the owner, and a personal friend of mine, I might add, he of the Seagram's Empire, they fired him. But MacPhail talked about baseball today and the fact the season's around the corner, spring training, just filled with all kinds of pages in the newspapers that I've been reading. And I plan on taking in a few preseason exhibition games here in the state of Florida upcoming. But, yeah, we had a great visit with Andy MacPhail. His father, by the way, Lee MacPhail, was the former president of the American League, and preceding that, his grandfather, Andy MacPhail's grandfather, back in the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, was also an attorney and a prominent member of Major League Baseball. So 3 generations of the MacPhails, only one of them was there. And I know, before you even suggest that maybe I broadcast some of those games back in the 1800s, the answer was no, and I never met his grandfather. Or, actually, I did meet Lee MacPhail one time, way back when.
I wasn't going to say a damn word about it. But now, pitchers and catchers report for the Reds today. You brought up your time in Montreal. Have the people up there just sort of given up on a team coming back?
No. In fact, that's a great question because Stephen Bronfman, who is the son of Charles, and he was just a little kid, knee-high to a grasshopper when he used to fly down here with us on Bronfman's plane for spring training in Daytona. He now, well-heeled, is attempting, along with Warren Cromartie, the former Montreal Expo, to bring baseball back. They've got a stadium picked out not too far from the Bell Center, home of the Montreal Canadiens. They've got it right downtown. But first and foremost, they've got to get Major League Baseball back. And we've heard Manfred has hinted Major League Baseball may make a return to Montreal, and it's really unfortunate because those fans with a downtown stadium will pack that each and every night. They're great baseball fans. They're knowledgeable. I talk to those French Canadian and English Canadians on a nightly basis back in my day in Montreal, and they deserve a team back.
Thank you, Rims. Have a good week. We'll talk to you next week.
2 weeks away, boys, and we'll be face-to-face.
I'm excited about it. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slowdown due to an accident if you're on 3rd Street between East State Street and Broad Street. And we also have a 10-minute delay on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Valentine's Day is a good deal sweeter when you shop at Meijer. This week, select bagged Valentine's Day candy is buy one, get one 50% off. Fresh from Meyer chocolate dipped strawberries are just $9.99. Certified Angus beef New York strip steak is $11.99 a pound. And our floral department is overflowing with beautiful fresh Valentine's Day bouquets and flower arrangements. Count on Meyer to bring more from the heart to Valentine's Day. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store, in the Meyer app, and online at Meyer.com.
Buckeye Country Superfest 2025, Saturday, June 21st, Ohio Stadium, one night only. Headlined by Jelly Roll and Kane Brown.
Yeah, that's how I get.
With special guest Megan Maroney, Treaty Oak Revival, Dasha, Connor Smith. Tickets are on sale now at BuckeyeCountrySuperfest.com. We could break it in if you know what I mean. Put some miles on it.
2025 Hondas in stock, fresh off the truck.
Come test drive one during Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. Just bring your clunker to Lindsay. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
When you bring Pella Columbus to your home, you get local, personal attention from an award-winning window and door crew.
Yep. Our crew is full of award winners, too.
Well, that's great, Wilson.
Yeah. Jerry alone has won the hot dog eating competition 2 years straight at the company picnic.
Well, that's not really the type of award I was talking about.
Still counts as an award.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
QC Kinetics not only has the latest non-invasive treatments for joint pain relief, but they also have one of the most respected names in sports medicine, serving as their medical director. That's Dr. Ray Tesner.
As the founder of Sports Medicine Grant and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon, it's exciting to be involved with the latest advances in regenerative medicine and QC Kinetics.
Well, QC Kinetics is making a huge difference in the quality of my life and others as well.
As folks already know, Bobby Carpenter and Sat Sullinger are sports legends in Columbus. QC Kinetics has already made a big difference in their lives, and also for Bobby's father, Rob Carpenter, a 10-year NFL veteran.
And the QC Kinetics team are seasoned medical professionals.
One of the cool things about being the medical director of QC Kinetics is the privilege I have of working with our staff, who have 15 years of experience in regenerative medicine.
You could be next. Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus and call QC Kinetics today for your complete complimentary consultation. 380-208-4544.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
Your furnace could be costing you in repairs and high utility bills. Replace it with Logan AC and Heat Services. Enjoy 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train. Schedule now. Logan Services.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 16 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
If people ask you how long you have to keep that ugly garage door before you win the bet, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeStoreSystems.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hull.
You guys, wonderful show today.
Thanks,
Timmy.
You're welcome. My confidence is all messed up.
Why?
Because I go back during that last segment, and Jen Winters is there, and she gives me the sarcastic clap, hell of a show, right?
That's the best you could do.
I don't know if she's effing with me or if she really enjoyed the show, but I'm going to drive home tonight thinking about that interaction.
I don't think there's a show that Jen doesn't enjoy.
I think she loves it. Just loves all of it.
That's where you're wrong.
That's right.
She really hates everything.
All right, it's Wildcard Wednesday. I have a prize to give away to a certain wild card, a family 4-pack of tickets to see the Ohio State men's hockey team take on Wisconsin this Friday night at 7. It's also Hearts and Hockey Night. Free T-shirts to the first 500 students in attendance. Tickets are on sale through OhioStateBuckeyes.com. Bone, what do you got?
This one comes from friend of the show, is the name of the Twitter handle. It's also at JizzHornCamp69.
Nice.
Let him live. The tweet is, my Ashley's, in honor of our dear traffic reporter we had for like one day. In honor of 4 nations, what are your 4 favorite foods? But all 4 have to have originated from different countries. And then they added, fun fact, Elaine's driving was based on Laurie Schmidt in Seinfeld.
Yes,
so that's very good.
It was. She sucked at driving.
Pizza?
Elaine did.
Pizzas.
Pasta.
I'm there with. Well, no, it has to be from different. I think it's 4 different
they all
countries.
have to be different.
I don't think they can be the same country.
Well, I mean, the Chinese invented noodles. Can I do that technicality?
Are you eating noodles prepared in a way that you would have had from China? Or are you saying, I'm going to have spaghetti and
All right,
call
fine.
that Chinese? That's
All right, I'll do
that's not
pizza,
Chinese
pizza as my Italian representation. I will do burritos for my Mexican representation.
That's good.
Yeah. I would do a Korean beef. I am a big fan of that. I go to Korea for one of my dishes.
That's good. I
Yeah.
like that.
Korean beef.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Like the thin strips
Yes.
that you, like the Korean
It
barbecue?
can be prepared in a couple different ways, but yeah, the thin slice.
Well,
like
you know
that,
what?
Really good.
I will go with some ribs, some good old-fashioned baby back ribs.
Oh, yeah,
from
from the
Jack
US of A.
Stack. I
You
mean,
can
that's
do
the
that.
good old US of A.
I would
You
pick
can do that.
I would pick a barbecue product too for an American.
And I'm going to go with sushi. I like sushi.
Oh, sushi's
That's
good.
my Japanese representation. Konnichiwa.
I'm going to go, same as you on pizza and burritos. I am going to go with, from America, I'm going to go, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we perfected fried chicken.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay,
we
so
did.
that is an American thing.
I'm going to
chicken.
throw fried chicken
Yes,
in
we
there,
did.
and then I'm going to go to Germany for the pretzel. I believe that's a German thing. And I'm talking like a big, warm, hot, dippable pretzel.
What do you
A
dip it in?
Bavarian pretzel.
What do you do?
Got to be a must, like a
beer
nice
cheese or a
honey mustard.
Or?
Yeah.
Something that I heard some of you.
I would
heard
do
there
the
was a
warm
lot.
cream cheese is what I would do.
Warm cream cheese, good.
Oh, yeah.
But I would stay true to the, like, again, what I presume to be the German beer hall way, which is 3 or 4 mustards.
Yeah.
And then some kind of, like you said, whoever said a beer cheese.
Yeah.
I would go with that. That is
So everything.
the ultimate. Yeah, but
Dip it in everything.
That's spicy, like ground mustard that you can get those. Oh, I love it.
I would go a pizza. I'd probably go an enchilada from Mexico. I said Korean beef. France. What about France? What about crepes?
Ooh, a crepe.
Oh,
See, I
my
like
goodness.
a crepe, but if I'm going France, I'm just going straight up baguette.
No.
Oh, if I'm going France,
I love
Crepe
bread.
way better than baguette. They make them in. You can get the savory kinds with a, ham and cheese style.
Have you ever had
can
a
get the
really
sweet
good
kind?
baguette?
Yes, I've been there. Yeah,
You've had it from France
for sure. Yeah,
with the butter that they put on there.
One of the when I went, we stayed in 2 different sections of Paris, and the second week of the trip, we were in just a neat old Parisian town. And we had a creperie right outside the hotel.
What about
it was open until 2:30 in the morning.
I don't want to crap. I don't want to crap on the crepe, but
you are.
What about a croissant?
See, this is where I was going to go. I would have taken croissant over the both of you with the baguette.
I mean, I'm taking a croissant over a crepe any day.
Also good, but it's just the thin batter. Oh,
you like the thin.
Timmy,
God, just smack me in the face with it. Just delicious.
Does it grow the economy?
It's a viral trend. You slap someone.
Oh, those are fun. I do like
Sarah and I
those.
slap each other with tortillas, like
Oh,
on
yeah.
a Mexican.
Then you
That's
just
a fun video.
strip your clothes off and
Yeah.
But it's a thing we do. Like, we're having an enchilada or a taco night. Get the tortilla. Someone's not looking. Just slap right in the face.
What is coming up on the Buckeyes show tonight?
I'm not going to slap Dane with any tortillas because I
That's
don't
good.
have any. And I don't know if he's here yet. because he said he was fighting traffic. But Dane Sanzenbacher, he's going to be with us for a 90-minute show as we're getting ready for Buckeye basketball. We'll get you prepped for that. Huge night. This is not a good Washington basketball team, but we have a tendency to have some interesting finishes.
We do.
So we got to make sure that we do everything that we got to do to beat Washington
This is certainly a game they need to win and should win.
I think they have to win this game with Michigan coming up at home this weekend, and this being the first of a 3-game homestand, and you want to try to keep yourselves in that tournament picture. And a lot to talk about with the football staff. Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, and we've got some sound that I don't know has been heard a lot yet. I think it's going to air on 10 TV in the 6 o'clock block, but we've got it. Dom's exclusive chat with head coach Ryan Day, where he is commenting on some of the new offensive coaching changes for the staff. So that's coming up here too.
All right, Buckeye Show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone. Man, I am so excited to tell you about this. You and I are big radio fans. We have listened to lots of different talk radio over the years. Art Bell, the late, great paranormal radio host who was the host of AM Coast to Coast on KNEY-FM out in near Las Vegas.
But it went nationwide.
It went nationwide. In the height of the 90s, when this program was at its peak, 10 million nightly listeners to this show, where people would call in and talk about the Antichrist, or if they believed that they were abducted, or a Bigfoot. There is now Amazon, Warner Brothers, other studios bidding on a movie project which has attached to it Paul Giamatti to star as Art Bell.
That makes me happy.
If you get you're getting like a real star attached to this, man, means they want this script. They like it.
Who was on the other side when he played management in the Howard Stern movie?
He was Pig Vomit.
He was Pig Vomit. WNBC.
So this is not picked up. They obviously haven't started shooting or anything, but if they make an Art Bell movie, would that get you to go back to the theater, Mike?
No.
Okay.
But I will be very excited to stream it when it comes on the streamer.
I will be at the theater the first night that's there, if that's the case. I would love to see that.
Dressing up in costume as the Antichrist?
I know, as a Bigfoot. I will go right in there as a Yeti.
I'm going to be dressed as West of the Rockies.
The Wildcard line.
That's
Wildcard Wednesday, baby. Yeah.
All right, Buckeye Show's next. We'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 270 on the east outer belt between Easton Way and 161. And you're looking at a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union. They're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Come in. Joe, I wasn't expecting to see you. Why does everybody say that? I came to congratulate you. No joke. Well, it was a hard-fought campaign. Campaign? I'm talking about $5 at Great Lakes Kia. Great Lakes Kia, where new Kias are less than lunch. Brand new Kias, $5 a day. I'm being serious right now. Only at Great Lakes Kia. Guess what? And by the way, get 0% financing for 72 months. Lease new 25 Kia Sorrentos LX, just $5 a day. And we love that third row seating, don't we? And new K4s, LXS, just $5 a day. No joke. Even new K5s, LXS, just $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia. But what about credit? Come on, man. If you've got a job, you ride $5 a day. Here's the deal. Go to Great Lakes Kia. Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. My first home was $5. Not kidding around.
Tax and tag to qualified buyers. Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Rodeo fans, saddle up for the Cinch World's Toughest Rodeo, February 15th at Nationwide Arena. Come early for autographs, pony rides, and more. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. It's the Cinch World's Toughest Rodeo.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Guys, let's talk about something real. Ever had a bad experience in the bedroom that totally threw you off? It messes with your head, your confidence, and suddenly it's all you can think about. Next thing you know, you're avoiding trying altogether because the fear of failure is just too much. That's where Columbus Men's Clinic comes in. For over a decade, their medical providers have been helping men overcome ED and providing hope even when the pills and other treatments have failed. Their proven personalized treatments have some of the highest success rates out there, with results that bring back your confidence and connection. It's important to get your ED treated now so that it doesn't get harder to treat down the road. Columbus Men's Clinic has treatments that online pharmacies only dream about. Tonight is your night for intimacy and connection. Call Columbus Men's Clinic today at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is discreet and could be the start of something incredible. 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. And let's make tonight unforgettable. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. If you're searching for a Honda lease deal here in Central Ohio, I know you've come to the right place. Leasing allows you to enjoy that flexibility in one of their fantastic, sharp, reliable vehicles. I'm so confident that Rich and his team can tailor a lease deal that's right for you. Like a 2025 CRV LX all-wheel drive, $349 a month for 36 months, 30,000 miles with only $19.99 down. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
At NJM Insurance, we like to think of ourselves as a symphony. We start with a foundation of doing the right thing. Then we layer in dedicated reps, whose priority is you. Add in excellent discount programs. And last, but certainly not least, we put our policyholders first. And the reason we don't use jingles or mascots is because it's just not us. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. This February 21st and 22nd, honor the timeless wedding tradition and let Diamond Cellar's Blue Box be a part of your forever. Celebrate wedding weekend with buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special no-interest financing on engagement rings. Find your something blue and so much more at Diamond Cellar. February 21st and 22nd on Selmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with savings with new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items like pineapples, avocados, navel oranges, and lettuce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or